Yo! Chat, what up? How are we? Dude, one more sleep. One more sleep, man. Kind of crazy. It's been coming up too fast, man. Like, I'll be honest. Usually it's like, I don't know. Like, time goes slow, right? Not this year for me. It definitely not this year for me, man. It'd be going fast. Who got the noti? I see Varignot, I see Yoda, I see Beava, I see Scab, Jeremiah. What up, y'all? What up, y'all? Ricky Bobby. Bears just signed Jedrick Wills Jr. Interesting. Very interesting, some might say. Some also might say not very interesting. Chat, are you able to tell that I moved my desk over? Like, the angle's different, but it's also, like, it's similar. You know what I'm saying? You can? Oh, shit. Well, I moved it over because now I officially have room for the bed over here for tomorrow. Makes me think the Titans are drafting edge, and that makes me sad. Why? Wouldn't have noticed if you didn't say anything. Yeah, it's not that much. It literally just shifted over. Team Italy for the win. Team Italy did win. That is true. They did win yesterday. I can confirm that they did win yesterday. All right, chat. Here's the plan. Obviously, the marathon starts tomorrow, right around this time. And I got a lot to do still. So we're going to react to the live content feature premiere. We're going to do a yap about it, a little breakdown on it, and then I'm done. All right. It's going to be a short stream, but I think that's understandable, right? Considering what's going down tomorrow. What's up, Chance? I mean, y'all aren't getting Jeremiah Love, I don't think, Yoda. Or do you think that you would? I guess you could. Going down tomorrow? Dude, it's going down tomorrow. The plan for tomorrow, react to live content feature premiere part 2, because there are 2 live content feature premieres apparently. And then yap, and then finish Marlins franchise, and then the game comes out. And the first thing we'll do is check out everything. We're going to do a beginner's guide to Diamond Dynasty. Record that we're going to get in. We're going to play our first ranked game. And then we will explore a little bit and then probably sleep and then start fresh in the morning. Good plan? Good plan? What's up, Zaxis? Tomorrow will be an electric day in the MLB The Show community. Hope so. Definitely hope so. Yo, chat. I know not a lot of you guys are YouTube knowers in here. But I just got to say, that's a fun chart. It's a very fun chart right there. Guess the release is at 11 p.m. CST tomorrow. Yep, always is. Always is. Oh, hell yeah, Chance. Yeah, so we will be live for the marathon tomorrow and through Tuesday. I'll get off Tuesday night, the full release night. And then, of course, back Wednesday, because of course, but I can at least, move my bed back and shit like that. Also, my ass has shorts recorded all the way through the marathon and the next day. So we have shorts ready to go too every day. We have our list of videos that we're going to do. We're kind of set to go, man. What else do you have to do to prep? I have to clean all the floors, clean the kitchen, including cleaning out my fridge so I can store the food that mom brings over tomorrow. Make sure the 24/7 channel is good. I have new VODs uploading there. I need to figure out the rate of which I'm giving away things. I need to make sure all my laundry's folded and put it away so I don't have to worry about laundry. I need to wash my sheets so I have a clean bed to sleep on tomorrow. I need to chill a little bit if I can. Just a little bit. Otherwise, this is going to be an interesting start of the year. Because I have not been chilling. And then I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, grocery shop. Got a grocery shop tonight. Yeah. So I still have quite a bit to do, but the shorts are done. I did half the laundry already. I cleaned out the office to the point where I just need to do the floors now, and there's room for the bed, moved everything over. Like I've been doing shit. My mom ordered my copy of MLB The Show. W mom. W mom. Gotta say it. Also 24/7 channel wise. So after the stream tonight, going through until I go live tomorrow, we have the Marlins franchise marathon going on over there. So you'll be able to watch everything all in a row if you want to get a little MLB itch in before tomorrow. One more day for all the chores tomorrow. That's it. Yep. Exactly. Then we're live 6 straight days. Hell yeah, hell yeah. That's what we're looking for. Zax's 55 stream streak. Let's go. Chat, how many of you guys are going to be grinding with me tomorrow night? Poor choice of words, but you know what? We're just going to run it with it. Will's the 35 stream streak. Hell yeah, I will be it. I'll be grinding you. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's go. Love it. Love it. Love it. What's the first thing you guys are going to do? Diamond Dynasty, franchise, road to the show. Within Diamond Dynasty, if you say Diamond Dynasty, what part of Diamond Dynasty? I got 4 pizzas, 20 monsters, and a bunch of food coming in the next few hours. Damn, you are going to be set. They sure did, Evan. They sure did. You're buying Ohtani off rip? Oh, you're a freak. I love it. I love it. Oh, let's go, Chance. Just so happened to be off? Why is it that I immediately thought of 55 burgers, 55 fries? You actually took the time to copy and paste it, but I thought it. Always start conquest map. Okay. Going back to the MLB The Show 18 strat. Co-op with my best friend of 25 years. Oh, that's a W. That's a W. Our brains think the same way. I don't know if that's good for me or bad for you. Play that stupid DD tutorial. They hinted yesterday on the dev tournament stream that you don't have to do that anymore. Is that correct, or did I just mishear things? I went to your 24/7 stream channel and almost said hi. Damn. Well, that would have been cool. You should have anyway. That way that Twitch knows that you're not a bot, because they think I'm botting. Swan, you had hair last year when the game dropped. How turntables? Yeah, how the turntables, because I shaved my head. True. Brand new thing, by the way. Just did it. Someone commented on a tweet and said, "You're so smart, don't go bald." Oh. Not sure what I can disclose. I don't want you to disclose anything. Don't worry. I think they said yesterday, like they were hinting you don't have to do the DD tutorial anymore. Like you have a choice. We'll see if that's true. Or if I'm like misremembering things, or maybe I dreamed it. I don't know. I'd be really disturbed if that was the shit I was dreaming about. But I feel like I heard that yesterday. Oh, hell yeah, Corey. Let's go. Dude, he said more than I thought he would. That's for sure. Not that I know anything. I wasn't there, but he said a lot more than I expected. Day one NL Central Collection yearly tradition. Ooh, I respect that, actually. Respect that a lot. I'm 23 years old. Hey, at least you don't got white in your beard. I gotta shave my head. Oh, I forgot something out of the list. I gotta take thumbnail headshots. So I gotta look at my phone camera and take selfies going. I'm not actually gonna make that face. I don't do that face, but still. Yeah, maybe scan. I have no idea. I mean, the video's still up, so it must be fine. I won't get my bronze Alan Trammell at short. Oh, yeah, true. That's big for collections, Loki. I don't know what I want to do yet. The new UI looks sick in terms of like getting collection progress and mission progress and all that. I do like that. Ooh, okay. All my VODs downloaded and now I need to order them somehow. That's where things get a little weird. In ways you haven't even seen yet. Really? Scan just out here, bro. Scan just out here in the chat right now. Just, oh, damn. Okay. 355.42. Where is 355.42? 355.41. That must be it. So let's just add that to the queue so I'm set until after stream. You know what I'm saying? Okay, now I don't need to worry about that anymore. Remind me upstream in 4 hours. W reminders. Chat, how do you live without reminders? I literally can't. I cannot live without reminders. All I be doing is setting reminders. When did they go live? Very shortly. Looking at the new attribute breakdown is going to take a second to get used to. Yes, because I keep looking at damn fucking vision and shit and thinking it's power. Like I saw the what's the Blue Jays legend they announced yesterday? What's his name? Was it Fernandez? That can't be right. That doesn't sound right. Who is the Blue Jays legend they announced yesterday? Tony Fernandez. Oh, I was right. Tony Fernandez. All green at the top. I'm like, oh, god damn, this guy looks crazy. And then I'm like, oh, wait, power. And I look down a little bit more. He's like 30 power. Hey, we take that, though, Migs. At least that's a real voice yelling at you and not fucking Siri. By the way, chat, you want a little tip for getting drops? If you have it on PC, Get better TTV. Go into the settings. Automatically claim all drops once you earn them. You don't have to go into the drops and like actually click claim. You can also do it for channel points. Just a little tip if you weren't aware. And I know a lot of things about little tips, let me tell you. I do know things about little tips. They live yet? I don't know. You should go look. Not that I see. Oh, wait. They just went live. Look at that. Yes, what Scan said. You got 8 centimeters? Lucky you, man. I wish I had 8 centimeters. Am I right, chat? Does TikTok have MLB The Show 26 yet? Nope. All right, we're going live in MLB The Show 25. Lit. Let's do this. Let's move that over here. Let's do this. And then we go full screen like that. And it's like, whoa. Crazy, dude. Imagine like not being crazy like me. SDS is live? No way. Are they really? Oh, chat, we're going to find out so much shit today. Oh, they got Seabreath on the couch! My goat! My goat! Yeah, I know. I just didn't know if he would be on the, like, actually on the stream. You know what I mean? Should I get the show 26? You should check out my video where I actually, I think it's titled, like, should you buy MLB The Show 26? You know, maybe. What's up, Gage? Seabrev, the one who swept the tournament. Yup. Chat, how many of you guys actually know about Seabrev? Basically, I'm aging all of you in terms of MLB The Show and being on the content area.
Nice.
Who is aware of Seabrev more than just like, oh, he works at SDS and he just won the tournament yesterday? Who's aware, dude? Chooch! The 51 months. What's up, Chooch? Appreciate it, man. W Chooch. I also noticed my alerts look weird and I need to move them there. Bing, boom, bop, boom, bam. This type of shit that I understand. Maybe not you, though. Can you please sit on the couch again? I want to lock in, though. So, no. Oh, zone rule of not swinging at the first pitch. Was his thing really not swing at the first pitch? Like, was that known? We'll see, Steven. I do not have the cliff notes of the stream before they do it. You know what I'm saying? They did drop a thing on Twitter today saying that they're going to talk about WBC and multiplayer stuff. There's also a live content thing tomorrow where they're going to show more. Usually it's just one live content stream. It's on Thursday. This year, apparently, there's so much day one content, they had to do 2 streams. So there's one today and one tomorrow. And we will be live tomorrow, as that will be the start of the marathon stream we are running all the way through Tuesday. So don't worry, we will be here. Really, Scan? Interesting. Interesting. Guess who has way more time on his hands now? Debt free, got a promotion and a signing bonus. Student loans gone. I'm gonna make a Twitch tonight after work. Oh my god. Can we just like sit here and admire that? Debt free, got a promotion, a signing bonus, and student loans are officially gone. Holy life upgrade, man. That's my dream, brother. Hell yeah, Spark. That's fucking nuts. Ooh, I should pin the marathon. Good call. Good call. Dude, that's a crazy life upgrade, no, chat? Any actual announcements today or just more gameplay? Today, they're showing actual live content, like cards, modes, etc. Today and tomorrow. So much less stress. Dude, that's the fucking goal. Don't die with this tornadoes. That was yesterday for me. We good. The big one that everyone's talking about in Knox, that is south of me. But if you guys did not see it, look at this shit. Absolutely insane. That was south of me. That was, dude, absurd. Hopefully everyone's good. I've never heard of a tornado emergency. I don't know about you guys. I was putting out some banger tweets about it yesterday, actually. So follow Twitter. Dude, apparently that's a level above tornado warning, where it's like a tornado is going to hit a highly populated area. Apparently there's only ever been like 3 tornado emergencies, including yesterday. So absurd. When I was like in middle school, we had a tornado go through our front yard and then hit the middle school. We had no school the next day. Pretty lit. Jur with the gifted. Jur, thank you so much, man. W Jur. One that hit in Kankakee was an hour for me. Yeah. So that was that same storm, and then it touched down again in Knox, and it was like a big, long one. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's nice that they do. Okay, quit waving at me. You can't see me. It's no point in me waving back. All right, once they start talking, I need a volume check from all platforms. Ironic seeing Aaron Judge in a WBC or a USA jersey hitting tanks, you know what I'm saying?
What is up, MLB The Show fans?
I think they're doing this all live.
Live content part 1 feature premiere.
Volume
live
check.
Content, early access is tomorrow. Life is good. We're almost there.
Good on
I'm
Twitch.
Carson with live designer Ashley.
Hello.
And then live designer Sebrev, fresh off a Dev Tourney Championship.
Yeah,
good on
Dev Tourney was
TikTok.
fun. We got to show off a lot of awesome content and a lot to show off over the next 2 days. We're gonna
Good on
start
YouTube. W
How
chat.
many homers with Kyle Schwarber?
I think I ended with 11 homers.
11, and they started pitching around him too.
We did see that Schwarber card already.
If you haven't
too.
watched that video, make sure you check it out.
He's got big pop for sure.
Oh,
Big
yeah.
pop for sure. You heard it from Sebrev.
Big
We have
pop.
covered so much already
B.
this week. If you haven't checked it
How
out,
about
we
L?
went through the contents of
Poppy.
those
We'll
digital
find out
deluxe
the end of
edition
that
packs.
tomorrow.
Remember, you'll have 1 Legends pack and then 2 WBC packs. Colin, if we want to pull up what that will include for our fans, I think Chipper Jones, Roy Halladay, and Ken Griffey.
You nailed it.
Bang.
So
Who you
some good
choosing?
choices there right off the rip for our
Who you
digital deluxe
choosing?
edition users.
Yeah, you'll get one of these packs, choose one of these 3 players, and then if we want to pull up the World Baseball Classic Choice Pack, you're going to get
Bang,
2
who
of
you
these
choosing?
packs, and you'll be able to choose 1 player per pack.
Yeah,
I feel like
that's
I'm
up
gonna
to
lean
3
Manny
players
on
for
this one.
digital deluxe users.
Oh, wait.
It doesn't stop there. If you
There's
get
one
the
that they
digital
haven't
deluxe
revealed
edition,
yet.
You will get early access, which starts tomorrow at 9 p.m. Pacific, 12 a.m. Eastern for our East Coast friends.
And that's not where we've stopped with the reveals. If you tuned into the Dev Tourney all day long yesterday, we revealed all 30 live series Team Collect players, and that included 5 new legends.
Yeah, it was a fun day.
5
Just
new
revealing
legends!
all the legends you can see and flashbacks, and I'm excited for the Candelario card from my Nats.
There you go.
I didn't
Race
see
to
that
T2,
one.
if anyone was watching yesterday.
Why did you remind
It's
them?
on.
We have a real race now.
I know, I'm terrified. Cody, what was one of your favorite legends?
We already know.
Maybe a hot
Well, then
take,
why are they
but I
hiding
thought
it?
the Tony Fernandez looked really fun. That was a new legend we released yesterday.
Tony Fernandez was a
Just
switch hitter,
ball
right?
player. You know, it's great to see all the green with the contact, and then the low power is really fun, especially since we added the mods this year. So it's cool that he's in the game, and yeah, I like him.
Yeah, so we've had a ton of stuff we've already talked about, but we have a lot more to get into, Ashley, starting with some exciting stuff in live
We're
content.
bend that corner.
Right,
whoa,
you mentioned earlier
whoa.
this is part
I don't know
one
why that's in
of
my
the
head.
stream. In case you missed it yesterday, this is the most amount of content we've had at launch ever in MLB The Show history. So today we're going to dive into all the multiplayer modes. We're going to dive into most programs, including Team Affinity, the return of My Legacy, Cornerstone, also another player program, and there's a lot to be seen with that. We're also going to start dialing into some World Baseball Classic content. Just a heads up, most World Baseball Classic content you're going to see tomorrow. Don't worry, we'll give you a little sneak peek at the end of today's stream.
There's still a lot we'll show today
Yeah.
too. It's some good World Baseball Classic stuff today too. So
Yeah, I'm super excited. You know, I love talking about some of the head-to-head modes. There's some of my favorite I play in the game, whether it's
So they're
PR
showing us all
events,
that, and they still have a
ranked.
live content stream
So
tomorrow?
I think it's time we get
God
into it.
damn.
Kick things off with what's new in events, Ashley.
Let's do it. Yeah, let's talk events real quick. So we know last year we introduced the multiplayer program. You can play anywhere online in Diamond Dynasty. You'll make progress in that program. We made it a little bit different this year in terms of the events.
I don't think it's going to be
first
just
off,
WBC,
events,
Doug.
They used to be always active. You'd have special rules and
You
special
like saying things
themes,
before you have
very
all info.
casual
They haven't given
play,
all info.
And then once it ended, there's a 1 hour gap, and then you would go directly into the next theme of different player lineup and theme team rules and restrictions.
That's going to change this year.
That's going to change this year.
It's changing.
Now, an event is not always going to be active.
Oh,
What does that mean?
What does that mean? It means events are only going to be active for a limited time. That's not changing. But once an event ends, it is no longer a guarantee that another event is starting the next hour.
Yeah, so that's a big change. We want the events to feel special when they're up, and that means that sometimes there might not be an event, but that doesn't mean that they're not going to continue, you know, in different pockets and windows throughout
Exactly.
the season.
And the cool thing
Interesting.
to kind of couple this together, what is new and exciting about events that I'm most excited about, because they're going to be special every couple weeks or so, you'll see more, especially at launch, is that events are going to have their own time-limited program tied to them. So when an event is active, they're going to have their own program attached to them with at least one exclusive reward if we want to show up MLB The Show 26.
Wow, that's a big change, Cody.
yeah, event rewards for playing
That
in the
is a
event.
W.
You get a sellable card, just like how it used to be.
I like that.
Bringing it back through the program.
How do you say
forums.
L
wanna
about that,
go to-
Doug?
Yeah, let's go to it.
Yeah.
Doug
you're
lives the
looking at
rage, man, I swear.
The launch event.
All right, 88 Bryce
program that
Terang.
we'll have. It's a WBC Moonshot. You want to dive into the details, Ashley?
Yeah, so right here you see the program. We'll get into it in just one
This is the
moment.
first
but
one.
The first event off rip is going to be everyone's fan favorite, the Moonshot event. It'll be stadium locked to the Tokyo Dome. You saw, like 6, 7, 8 hours of that yesterday. The ball flies in that stadium. You'll be able to use any hitters you get off rip against any bronze or common pitchers.
Yeah, not only are you going to be able to play in the Tokyo Dome in a Moonshot event.
Everybody
at
hated the
launch,
multiplayer
but this
program. Also,
this is our
you
first
only
look
play
at what
offline.
the event programs are going to look like, right?
Right, and I mentioned events are time limited. They're not going to be up forever. So you're going to see the contents of the reward path and then soon the tasks be reflected of that. We don't want to force anyone to maybe play an event they don't want to. But if
You
they
literally
do
said the
wanna
other day that
dedicate
you don't even play
1
online.
to 2 hours, they're going to get some pretty nice rewards for the time they have spent.
Yeah, definitely.
So if we want to get into
Oh
it,
my
you're going to see
God.
some nice XP off the rip, and then you're going to get a World Baseball Classic Gold Player Pack that you're going to see throughout content, and you get the first look right here, Cody.
You saw some of these golds in the dev tournament yesterday. Some fun names. See Alex Hall there, switch hitting catcher.
Ooh,
from
a gold
Australia,
Buxton's going to
but,
hit.
yeah, this is a gold pack. There's going to be a ton of World Baseball Classic players in Diamond Dynasty, of course, and launch is always fun with the gold players being able to plug them into your lineup. So this pack will be around in several places. One of them is the new event program, and yeah, the event program's awesome. every event is going to have, the sellable reward that you can earn in the program again.
Yeah, for sure. We're going to see this pack in a couple different reward paths. And what I like about it is that it's so easy to just hop in and get some golds off the jump, right?
100%.
What we talked about before the stream.
Doug, you feel how you
This is a
feel?
great time of the year when the golds
I disagree.
are playing up.
I'm done
especially
talking
with
about
the
it.
mods, with PXP. You can have some fun with some of these cards.
Right. I mean, I have to call out Sir Anthony Dominguez. White Sox signed him this offseason.
Matt
He's been killing
Davidson
it with
was
Team
a
Dominican Republic in the
BR
World Baseball
legend
Classic.
back in the
He's one
day.
of your golds. I know Reveal Daddy is pumped about Byron Buxton right here.
Buxton's
There's
big.
some great cards right off the rip, and you'll be guaranteed one halfway through the event program.
Yeah, I love it. I think it's a really fun way to mix up the events. I think people are going to enjoy this.
However, we're not ending there. You will have an exclusive sellable player tied to the event. Cody, walk us through.
They
Bryce
did
Terang.
confirm
Bryce
WBC
Terang
cards,
had a
if they
great
are on a
year
Major
last
League
year.
team, count
He
for
got a
Team
sick
Affinity
lightning card for
progress
us
for
last
that
year,
team.
too,
So like
and
Bryce
on
Terang
Team
USA card
this year, so he's
counts
gonna
for
be your
Brewers
first
Team Affinity.
Event program reward for the Moonshot event. Big clutch on this card, 105 at launch. Pretty sick. Great speed, of course. He stole 50 bases one year.
Good contact, solid power
yeah,
versus
and then,
right.
Again, just touching on the program.
Solid
if you want
fielder.
to dive into
Great speed.
how they can complete it. One of the things I really like about this setup compared to how events were when we had rewards before is that you used to just earn the card by
I'm
only
blocking
winning
them.
games. Like
Hold
we
up.
have the card at 5 wins or 20 wins
Tell me
or
if
whatever.
I block anything on the bottom.
Now it's just a program, so you can make progress without always having to win.
Yeah.
As your only form of progress.
You don't have to chase the
Oh,
wins.
these
You
are
can also
easy.
knock out these missions while you're trying to win.
You just
right?
got to play.
Just makes it a little more accessible for everyone.
Exactly. As I said, quick
Oh, that's
reward
cool.
path, quick event, get in, couple hours, if that. You see these mission values are pretty low. You have a choice between
Doug,
these
you can
last
just
two
grind your
bigger
Diamond Quest,
missions.
get
I
subs,
say
and you
if
can
you're
buy
very
it.
good at the game and you're able to whip out 5 wins quickly.
Feel better?
There you go. If not, it's the Moonshot event. You're going to be hitting bombs anyway. There's a nice little mission to kind of round out the program for yourself.
Yeah, and you mentioned the lower stats on some of these. You want to talk about maybe, what we kind of had in mind for how long this should take somebody?
Yeah, for sure. So regardless of where you are as a player, if you're a really good player, this is probably going to take you an hour and a half. Maybe if you're not as good skill-wise, this should maybe take you up to 2 hours. We're not trying to take up too much of your time. We know you want to play ranked to get your weekend classic rating up. We know you might want to go flawless. However, if events is your thing and you want to get this exclusive player, it shouldn't take you too much time. It should always be proportionate to however long the event is going to be active for.
Yeah, and I just kind of think about the opportunity when early access drops tomorrow night. Like, before you want to get sweaty and ranked, like, this is a great place to go in, get comfortable playing the new game, and hit some tanks, and also get some great rewards along the way.
And we'll
Yeah.
talk about it in a little bit.
I'll play ranked
You will
first, like one
still
ranked game,
be
and then I'll probably do
earning
this.
double dip progress in the multiplayer program, and we have a nice little wrinkle added to that program as
And there's
well.
still a
in case
multiplayer
you still
program.
want to play the event past this Bryce Terang. But that is events for MLB The Show 26. If we want to go back to the main camera.
W.
And Cody, we made some changes with Battle Royale this year.
Yeah, we've got some changes for BR. One of the things that
Oh, here we
is
go.
great
Listen up,
about
listen up.
Battle Royale is that you can play with cards that you don't necessarily own in your inventory, and we recognize that as like a great place for people to go and just try cards out. And so we did tinker with it a little bit last year. We had like exclusive players and specific rounds for BR, but for
We
this
usually
year
do, so I'm fine.
specifically, you're going to see in the first round of the BR draft, you're going to get some of the best diamonds in the game. But those second and third rounds, they're going to be curated on our end, and so we're going to allow you to pick from specific player pools. So on launch, the second round of the BR draft will be only WBC diamonds, and the third round of the BR draft will be only Jolts. So
Which is awesome. Like, we talked about it. You guys saw a lot of WBC and Jolt players in the dev tourney. Like, go in and play BR and test out some of these cards before you try to go chase one in a Team Affinity or anywhere else where WBC cards are.
yeah, and you
Nice,
mentioned Jolt and Team Affinity even when we were talking earlier. Like, you could go into BR
Is LeBron
and
in the
draft
game? Yeah.
Adam Jones, new legend this year. And if you use him in BR, he'll actually get you Team Affinity progress for his own Team Affinity, which is
Without even having them yet.
yeah.
Right, that's
technically.
pretty
Yeah.
sick.
That's really one of the coolest things I think about BR is just being able to use cards that you don't have for sure.
Right. And if we want to pull up the game now, there's something different with some of the rewards.
Yeah, we do have a change to the reward structure this year too. You can see the 8-win, 10-win are still going to be live series diamond rewards. We know people like grinding out the live series collection with BR, or they can like doing that. Specifically for the Flawless reward this year, you may have noticed last year we moved away from player items for Flawless rewards. And this year on launch, we are just going to have a straight stub voucher as the Flawless reward. So this will be one of the only places in the game that you can just straight up grind for cash stubs, basically. You know, the other place you might see a lot of stubs is Weekend Classic.
How many?
Which is coming back, of course. But yeah, go 10-0 this year. You can just get a stubs voucher and cash it in right away.
How many?
Whatever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
There we go. Anything else you'd like to say about BR before we hop over to
How
ranked?
many stubs?
Fun mode. I like it.
It's always fun drafting what you can, and like I think you both said it best. It's a great place.
Why are they just not saying how many stubs it is?
Cards that whether you want to wait to earn them in the program, there might be a pack, whatever it might be, just to kind of get your hands dirty with them like right away.
Yeah. And as Carson and you mentioned with the event too, again, these playing in BR, anything you do in BR is going to once again feed into that multiplayer program, which we will get to, and is extremely loaded. So excited to show it to y'all, but yeah.
Most loaded I've ever seen.
Realistically, I think minimum 50,
let's keep
maximum
talking
100.
about the rest of the
Probably
multiplayer
like,
modes if we
50 to
want to go
75.
full screen once more. We got to talk about ranked. So ranked is going to be fairly straightforward year in and year out what you all expect with ranked. This is your best squad against other people's best squad with the ultimate goal of making World Series, where you're going to have the choice to choose between two players, two of the best players currently available.
Swerve in
the
that
show
corner.
26.
Whoa.
Last year, we
I have
introduced
a new
Weekend
vocal
Classic.
stem.
Weekend Classic will return. We'll touch on that
Why
in just
that
one bit, with
one?
the ultimate goal of increasing your rating to then apply to a different threshold with
that of
even
all
more
things?
rewards once the Weekend Classic turns around. But if you want to go to the dev kit, let's keep talking ranked. And Carson, I think we mentioned it in the dev tourney. There's
Yes.
over 130 World Baseball Classic cards, and they need a lot of homes.
They do. Yeah, we've talked about that a lot. Where do you put all these cards? You know, ranked, as Ashley mentioned, it's one of our most competitive modes. You're going in there, you're going mono if you're going
No,
solo,
Adam.
or you're even doing the co-op stuff. I love doing the co-op ranked. But there are a lot of homes for these WBC players, and I think we needed to actually bring back a reward people are familiar with at the 700 level,
Right.
which is player items.
Yes. For the first ranked of the year, you're going to have a choice pack at Championship Series between two of my favorite cards, Logan Webb and Eddie Rosario.
Eddie Rosario back again. Diamond Dynasty legend. You were talking about his 21 postseason card. That's one of your favorits.
Okay,
great
those might be
swing,
a little
love
high.
this guy. And he is not the last of, some Diamond Dynasty people with some lore that you're going to be seeing in the WBC series on launch. So
Am I just misremembering?
hit 700, get Eddie Rosario or Logan Webb,
Yep.
whichever one you want.
Or Logan Webb. Yeah, you can see the hits per 9 and K per 9 are now separated, righty versus lefty. If you haven't seen that yet, go check out the gameplay feature premiere. But it's really going to make you think a lot more about your squad building with pitchers and
That's
stuff,
going to be a
and it
tough
starts
decision
to
for me.
flow.
I like both of them.
And a quick reminder, this Championship Series choice pack exists in both solo 2v2 co-op and 3v3 co-op. So if you want to grind and get both of those players, you can go the solo route, and then the three of us can play 3v3 to get the second player that we didn't
And I
choose
got
the
to play
first time.
co-op.
And we will tomorrow night.
Oh, there we go. I'll be ready. We're not stopping there. However, World Series, it's going to stay at that 800 rating. We made that change last year to make World Series slightly more obtainable, especially now since Weekend Classic is that cream of the crop. That's where you're trying to place
What are these going to be, like
into.
91s?
So we're going to still have two World Series
92s?
rewards. And Carson, I don't know if you've seen these ones yet. We've been trying to hide them from you, but if we can show you,
90.
Clayton Kershaw.
Oh my God, he is here. I saw a lot of people ask about him in the dev tourney. Confirmed.
Fastball
90
to
overall
94,
Clayton Kershaw
okay.
Off the rip is here.
That makes it a little
as
bit
World
usable.
Series reward.
As a World Series reward. I believe this is the first time ever in MLB The Show history where a player retires in the previous game, the previous season, and immediately is back into the subsequent game. That's never happened before in MLB The Show history.
I can't think of it. And honestly,
Kershaw
I saw
making
the
history, oh
questions
baby.
during the dev tourney, and I was like, "Is he in?" Because I haven't seen. And you guys have been hiding him from me. He's right
You gotta
here.
keep some surprises.
World
Sammy?
Series reward. I'm
Yeah,
stoked.
he's in slider primary, repping the USA uniform. It's awesome. One of your first one of your first 2 World Series awards of the year.
There we go.
And a sassy lefty.
Oh, bring it back.
First one of MLB 26.
But we can't forget about Geraldo Perdomo also joining the World Series boss pack, and he can hit against lefties.
Switch
This
hitter.
guy had an incredible season in real life last year.
Good
He is
clutch,
so
good
underrated.
fielder.
Dominican Republic team is loaded. By
They're
the
so
way.
good. Yeah.
But yeah,
Interesting.
switch hitting shortstop, of course. Huge contact left. You mentioned 109 at launch is crazy. And you notice the updated quirks too. He's got a lot more quirks this year because he was so good last year. So
Yeah, could you actually remind our fans, Rory said it yesterday in the dev tourney, but what is new about quirks this year, especially for flashback cards?
yeah, so for flashback cards, they're pretty much all going to have quirks. You're going to see that in some of our
Such a
other
big change
content
that nobody realizes.
Typically doesn't have quirks. Maybe the player hasn't played in the MLB yet or something. But flashback legends pretty much all going to have quirks. There's going to be more quirks scattered throughout the game. And when we do a flashback card for a player from a previous year, the quirks are going to be associated with that year of the card instead
Makes
of
sense.
just.
So many
before we
people
did it
don't
with
even
just
realize
live
how
series
massive
versus
that
ad.
is.
Now we're going to be especially adding quirks every single year of every single flashback.
That's awesome. I know it's been something that's been asked for a long time. So seeing quirks and legends and flashbacks is going to make everything feel really good, really fresh.
For sure. And to round out ranked, something we added last year that's returning this year is if you are a goat and you can make it to 1,000+ rating, like the guy sitting to my left to me can easily in his sleep. Whoever you maybe don't choose out of the World Series pack, you'll have an
That might be a
option
little
to
hard.
choose him with brand new card art in the no-sell
Ooh,
1,000
different card
ranked
art
pack.
this
You
year?
have to get to 1,000 rating in order to unlock one of these variants.
That's some card art right there.
That's the first time you're seeing that.
This is
art.
the first time I'm seeing it with chat. This looks freaking awesome.
I like that pause.
Remember, these are cosmetic, right? There's art, the same attributes from the World Series
No
rewards you
doubt.
just saw, but just a little flex. They're non-sellable, so if you do make it to the 1,000 rating like Seabrev has, you can just kind of flex it in your lineup.
Right. It gives you an opportunity where if you are cream of the crop of the game, you can earn both
Was it not
World
different last
Series
year? I thought it was
players
just
in
the same
same
card
run.
art,
if you
but-
just want to play, say, straight solo, straight 2v2,
But-
whatever it might be, you can
Gold.
just pick the other one.
Maybe I'm wrong.
presumably,
I never made it to
that you
1,000,
didn't pick
so-
in the 800 rating pack.
Yeah, no sense in doubling down there, right?
Exactly. But that is ranked.
90 the
However, we've
highest
been
to start.
touching upon Weekend Classic.
That we've
Cody.
seen so far, I
Yeah,
believe.
Weekend,
yeah,
Weekend
Chat.
Classic. It's coming back.
I know
of
there's
course.
like
last year was
outside
the
of
first year
collections,
for
like the
Weekend
Dodgers
Classic,
collection,
and,
Manny Ramirez is like 94.
it was a lot
or
of
something.
fun. It was cool to have like an ultra competitive hub in
Yes.
Diamond Dynasty for the first time. So if you missed it last year, you haven't played before. This usually lasts over the course of 4 days, over a weekend at the end of the ranked season. You're going to play 6 games, and each one that you win of those 6 games is going to get you to one of these win thresholds with increasingly better rewards. As far as the rewards go, going to be pretty similar to last year. We were pretty happy with how it went. And some of these question marks, of course, that you're seeing is going to be stuff that's added later on.
Ooh.
Is there
And
chase
then
packs?
obviously
Yeah, we
you
just
see
saw
the
them in
Weekend
this.
Classic exclusive pack. We are again going to have 2 exclusive players every Weekend Classic, which we will of course reveal later on. We can't show them everything.
No,
No.
we can't. Not yet. But yeah, Weekend Classic. If you haven't gotten your hands on it, it was one of my favorite features last year.
I didn't play it
Playing
enough
those
because it was
high-leverage
broken when I was still
games, trying
playing
to go
Diamond
6-0
Dynasty.
was so much fun for me.
But they ended
I'm
up fixing
excited
it.
for this to
Apparently, it
hit
was
in
good
April.
later in the year.
Right, yeah. Remember, playthrough ranked, that is how you qualify for Weekend Classic. If you play 0 ranked games and you join us when a Weekend Classic starts, you will automatically be eligible for the Bronze 1 division, but depending on what you do in ranked is going to put you in one of these other tiers. And the first Weekend Classic will be Friday, April 10th.
That's a great call out too. No matter your ranking, you can participate in this. This is our place for ultra competitive gameplay, but you can still have ultra competitive gameplay at the lower divisions too.
For sure.
All are welcome.
Ooh, April
it's a
10th
fun
has some
event every
significance to
ranked
me,
season.
actually.
I have to call out, I have never qualified for Immortal. Maybe one day, but the $250,000 stubs returns if someone can go 6-0.
Yeah, that's a big payout. for
Yeah.
sure.
It's a huge payday.
I heard Cody's buying us dinner on stubs.
There you go.
I can't go 6-0 in Immortal. That's crazy.
Hey, I want to
Somebody
Tourney
can.
champion.
I'd love to see whoever goes first. Yeah, I want to see whoever does it.
Right. So we've talked about events, Battle Royale, Ranked, Weekend Classic, all of the multiplayer modes returning for MLB The Show 26, and they all feed into the multiplayer
Oh,
program
here we go.
for progress.
That's
and I think
how
we
you
just
get
gotta
Marte?
go straight into the reward path. My favorite player at just 10,000 points. Marte Parte.
Marte Parte is your second reward in the multiplayer program. I couldn't believe it when I saw it this morning. But yeah, this is going to be a super attainable card for any of our head-to-head players.
But it's not
You'll
crazy.
Get him off the rip. Great swing. Great contact.
He'll
and
play
power
well
versus
because he's
left.
Marte, but I like how he's not
Cool
crazy.
Just to start the reward path.
Yeah, World Baseball Classic Series. Obviously,
He
Ketel
should be
Marte's
kind of in.
live
It's the
series
first reward in the
card is
multiplayer
a much
program.
higher overall, so it's cool to be able to put a version of him in the multiplayer program that's going to be very easily earned. If you're a big Ketel Marte fan, which a lot of people are, Ashley is one of them.
He never
this
leaves
will
my
be,
lineup.
This
So
will
many
be an
quirks,
easy
too.
way
Oh
to
my
add Ketel
God.
Marte to your lineup.
While you wait on the live
Yeah,
series.
while
maybe.
you're working.
They don't
your
want to
way towards the
overshadow
live series.
Terang. I mean, they're both.
So he is just
Terang
at
is an
10,000
event reward.
points. We'll let you know how to get him in just a little bit. But I know you all are probably truly looking at these rewards like I am. You're going to see another one of those gold World Baseball Classic packs. Same player pool, included in the multiplayer program as well.
Yeah, just another one. We talked about it. Those packs are going to be, all over Diamond Dynasty. So you see them pretty early here in the reward path.
Right. And then at 25,000 points, Cody, we have new
Oh, my.
player of the game because of the World Baseball Classic, Rydell Martinez.
Yeah, Rydell
Oh,
Martinez
he's
from
nice.
Cuba. Cutter, splitter, slider's pretty sick, and then
He's
almost
Dibble with a
100 hits
splitter.
on both sides. So going to be great out of the bullpen. Another card that you'll get very early on in the path. So you mentioned playing events is a great way to start your journey in Diamond Dynasty this year. While you're doing that, working your way towards that Bryce Terang, you'll also be getting progress and earning this Martinez too.
Yeah, I think that will be the route I take when we turn on those servers tomorrow night. Like you said, you're double dipping on XP and points and stuff, which is great.
Yeah.
I don't
And
know,
we're not
Dila.
slowing down there. I think both of you said this is one of the biggest, and you know what? I'll just say it. This is the biggest, most rewarding multiplayer program, even past the launch program last year, end of last year. You're going to see more players than you ever have before in this first one, courtesy of the pool that we have with the World Baseball Classic program. And that includes, Cody, a deluxe World Baseball Classic pack.
Yeah, we've got the World Baseball Classic Diamond Choice Pack, and you're going to be earning a sellable version of this pack in the multiplayer program. You can see a ton of fan favorite names as we're scrolling through here, but again, we're giving you so many players in the actual program path. We saw the gold pack already, and now this Diamond Choice Pack with some serious heat in it. You're going to get it from the multiplayer program too. Only 30,000 points.
Chad, how often do you think about the Roman
There's a ton
Empire?
of great options here.
My boy.
Roll the dice, see if you can get one of these great players. But what you said, Ashley, like just seeing all the WBC players everywhere, that's going to be a theme you guys.
Well,
can
Moncada
kinda
is
get
gonna be
used to for
nice.
this first inning.
Exactly. Roman
89
Anthony,
Carlos
huge
Santana,
home runs
too.
a couple of days ago. You'll have an opportunity to grab him in the Deluxe Choice Pack. However, we're not slowing down anytime soon. Team Netherlands, Xander Bogaerts joining the multiplayer program, Carson.
Yeah, and it's a really nice card. You
Good
can see
fielder.
He's got the defense, some good green there, and then contact. Off the rip here with where the power creep's going to be. This is going to be a really
Okay,
good year.
so I think the fielding
I
is based
think, I
from
think
their
this
POV,
card
so him
specifically
going towards the
also
5.5
highlights the
hole
directional
is going to be really
defensive
good.
changes really well
Yes.
that we've made this year to attributes. Forward and right is great for shortstop because right is going to take
That
you right into
Santana
hole
won't play
where all the
catcher.
hard
The gold
throws
one
are,
from
so
TA will.
90 reaction right. It's great for a shortstop, and obviously got to give a shout out to Brian. He's a big fan of Xander Bogaerts.
That's
in this
current
game,
Santana.
So,
He's not playing
yeah,
catcher.
this is just the rewards keep coming in this multiplayer program. When are they going to stop?
I
They,
know.
I hope never. In the program, you're also going to have an exclusive no-sell bat. So
Castro.
the Crayon bat is going to make its appearance in the
my
multiplayer
God.
one program. If you want to, show off a little flair while you're batting, you're going to get a second Deluxe World Baseball Classic pack. Again, same player pool as the first. We're trying to get as many World Baseball Classic players into your hands, into your lineups as possible. There's a lot of them. We want you to throw out as many different teams as you can, and we're not stopping
Well, then
when
tell
it
me
comes
what
to
they said,
exclusive
Doug.
players on the reward path. We saw a lot of Willie
You could've just
Castro
said, oh,
in yesterday's dev tourney, Cody.
You're right.
Yeah,
Or,
Rory was
oh,
using
no,
him.
you're wrong.
He's
It's the other
amazing
way.
with Willie Castro. A Willie Castro that you can get in the multiplayer program. one of the community's favorites. You see this guy all over socials all the time. So
I was gonna say,
had to get him in y'all's hands day one.
Oh yeah.
And here he is, Puerto Rico.
His gold a couple years ago was awesome. So
Oh, yeah.
having something like
I
this
don't
off
hear
the
it.
jump is great.
What do you
I
mean
think
you
fans
don't
would be
hear it?
excited.
You guys
I
said
like that you
volume was
mentioned he's
good.
gold. Now you see him in a diamond. Now add parallel mods to this card.
It starts getting crazy.
He's gonna get more like glitchy,
Yeah.
you know, depending on what our
Yeah,
fans
this
want to
guy
do
can't
with
field.
him.
Yeah, you could definitely boost up that fielding, give him more contact and power. Lots of options as you start accumulating that PXP.
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
the beauty of it.
Not to mention a plethora of secondary
Chat, can you
positions
hear
as
them?
well.
Is the
All
volume
of
good?
them, except for first and catcher.
Swiss Army
Pretty
knife.
sick.
See, there you go. But we have even more XP, more packs, more players. Rory's favorites.
This is Rory's guy.
Yeah.
Rory said yesterday at the dev tourney, if you do one thing, the first thing he's going to do on launch is get this Okamoto card. His swing is so good.
It's buttery.
First appearance for Team
Good pop.
Japan in the multiplayer program, and yeah, great card. Love him.
Yeah, just get him from playing head to head any way you want, ranked,
What's up,
events,
Austin?
BR. It's all funneling into this.
Good to see you,
reward
man.
path.
And
Is
then
that another pack?
third pack.
Card art? Hello?
Deluxe
pretty
pack.
sweet.
They're all over the place. We didn't show them in the rating path because I wanted to save them for the multiplayer program. But as you make your way through ranked, there's going to be a deluxe choice pack and a premier choice pack ahead of that championship series choice pack. So even more if you also play ranked to finish the multiplayer program. But something I want to call out right
They'll all be
here
sellable,
is we're
Counter.
not seeing something right now because all the World Baseball Classic art is coming in hot off the press. We saw that Nolan pitched last night in Team USA's game. Unfortunate loss for Team USA. However, the art's going to be turned around to reflect his appearance yesterday.
That's cool.
Yeah, this art's coming fresh from the World Baseball Classic, so we'll have something there for you guys soon.
Oh, yeah.
I like
And
that.
you know, you think we're stopping Cody? Sedan Rafaela.
Yeah, I was using Sedan in the dev tourney yesterday, and it's because of his defense.
I was
His
gonna say.
defense.
99
If you look at his defensive
fielding.
metrics from last year, they will blow your mind.
99
this guy
arm, 90
defensively
speed.
is
Oh, he's a demon.
insane.
Right, I
And
mean,
you
you
see
see
I have
that
to
in the
use him.
attributes.
Yeah.
This is a 89 overall.
You guys saw me
and
with
all
him
of the
last year
fielding
in terms of
attributes
hitting.
have
I can
pushed
handle
even
those
the
hitting
speed.
attributes
Yeah.
So
for that fielding and
he's
speed.
he's a different type of card too. Like he's a fielding first guy. So once again, the parallel mods, could help with the hitting too, and you can just play with the archetype. Or even
Oh,
on a
this
card
guy
like
fucks.
this, he's pretty close to 99 on that reaction. You could even just make him the most insane fielder of all time. So,
Yeah, seeing that ability at 99 for fielding and then the arm strength at 99, it's like that's a nice piece.
Yeah,
to have
give him
there in
contact and power
the
boosts.
outfield.
Right? Throw in like a contact mod with the 90 plus
Contact,
speed.
secondary
and
power.
we'd have it
Yeah.
on the
And this
base
card
path.
becomes
It's
God.
Sedan Rafaela at 100K points in the
Will
multiplayer
Smith!
program. And as I alluded to earlier, you're going to get a premier pack, and that has the opportunity to give you 3 players at random from the player pool. You're seeing how the overalls are escalating here. Well, I guess de-escalating as I'm going
They
to
moved
the
their
right.
camera
But even
down!
more opportunities
Yeah,
to
I
get
can't
a
move it
shot
up.
at
There,
these
it's covering
cards.
something. That's why they moved it down.
3 of these deluxe packs in this reward pack?
3 deluxe packs.
Sorry,
1
you guys
premier
gotta see
pack.
my
So
bald
just
ass
from
instead of
those
them on the
packs
couch.
alone, 6 World Baseball Classic cards.
Wow.
big legend or a big Diamond Dynasty lore guy too from last World Baseball Classic. Kinsuke Kondo there, 89
Yeah,
overall.
good call outs.
People loved him.
No
last year, and he's
catcher.
back. Team
All
Japan
outfield and
again.
corner
I think they'll love
infield.
him again. Look at these attributes.
I love him again.
I never stopped loving
They
it.
keep moving their camera.
And then
There's
I
no
know I
point,
saw
guys,
a lot of chatter in the Dev Tourney chat yesterday, especially on Twitch. Junior Caminero's going to find a home in this pack. Again, essentially 6 opportunities to get him if
power.
you're just playing the multiplayer program alone.
That's
Yeah.
on top of the actual player items.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you're doing math with us, we have still one
Contact
more
mod
card
on
to show.
Caminero,
This
he
is
becomes
number
God.
8, so 6 from
Oh
the
my God, Will
packs,
Smith.
8 exclusive players from the program. If I can do math here on the spot, that's 14 World Baseball Classic players directly
I said it
from
first
the
before you
multiplayer
even typed in the
program.
chat.
Just from playing head to head any way you want. And yeah, you can see Will Smith. Brian was giving
He's
him
ranking.
8 quirks
his
too.
praises yesterday. This is a really good card for day one, for sure.
He always has one of the best swings.
Agree.
I love him.
Yeah, it's smooth. So Will Smith will be your
That's my
last
catcher.
exclusive player
It's gonna
of
take
the
a while to get
multiplayer
there, but that's my
program.
catcher.
But we notice here it's returning from the end of multiplayer programs of last year's past, if you will, at
Downside is some live
150,000
series will be
points.
useless
You're
day one.
guaranteed
They always
a 50
were.
pack bundle. And
Some
Cody, there's
live
something
series
special
were
that always
always
comes
useless
with a
day
50
one.
pack bundle.
Well, first of all, this is earning a 50-pack bundle in content is awesome. I see so many people like specifically finishing out the entire program just to get to this 50 bundle because like where can you get one? Multiplayer program, you can get one, and of course when you get a 50 bundle, that comes along attached to it is always going to be a chase pack.
Wow.
So when you unlock this 50 bundle of show packs, you'll get a chase pack, and we can show them the first chase reward of the year. J-Rod. Julio Rodriguez, Dominican Republic, looking sick in that art.
I mean, so many great players for the DR.
Just
man.
aura in that picture. Yeah.
Just aura.
That's a proper center fielder right
Wow.
there.
Yes. So Julio Rodriguez will be your first chase pack player off.
For 91, I feel like he doesn't fuck as much as I would have expected.
With the chance of pulling him by just maxing out the multiplayer program.
Yeah. Now, Ashley, I'm looking at the multiplayer program.
Like, I think I would rather use
can't help but
Sedan and just
notice,
sell Julio.
Last year, we had things separated in drops.
We did.
We also were hiding what the cards were going to be. This looks a lot different to me, seeing it for the first time.
Right. I'm glad you mentioned that. Yeah, usually we would kind of question mark these little player spots, let people kind of work to them as we dropped more missions. Now, we are going to continue dropping more missions. However,
There's a free
with
Cattell.
the first drop of missions, all of these that you see here are going to be there tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Pacific time. If you want to play through most everything available, you can max out the program. We'll have a couple more drops you see right there. Immediately next week, a week from tomorrow, we're going to introduce a few more missions to make it maybe slightly easier as people want to catch up to the program. But yes, a change this year is you're able to max out the multiplayer program off rip if you want to dedicate the time it takes to do that.
That's
So
a W.
what I'm hearing is not only are we not going to be throttling people's progression in the multiplayer program. Thank you, I just thought of it. We're also going to be adding more missions along to help you along the way. So for anyone that wants to just get their hands dirty this weekend and try to rip through this whole thing, we're not stopping you. And then for anyone that maybe needs more time, more help, more missions, someone like me, those will be coming.
Exactly.
Yeah, and specifically at launch, one of the things I like about launch is that you do have to take some time to kind of build your squad up first.
Yeah.
Or at least I like to do that for ranked specifically. Like before I go into ranked, I want to have a squad that I'm happy with. And so this will give you time to, at launch, build up your squad. And then once you get into the multiplayer program, you can just do it all whenever you're ready.
Yeah,
So.
I agree.
Exactly.
It's a good way of thinking about it.
And we talked about there's 14 total World Baseball Classic players, or I should say 15 because of the gold pack. I was forgetting about the gold pack. 15 players, World Baseball Classic players through the multiplayer program. We kind of skipped over it, but it's going to be over 90,000 XP. We'll talk
I just
about
don't
the
like
XP
throwing
packs
in a
tomorrow,
gold.
so stay
No,
tuned.
Cattell's a
Come
diamond.
back.
He's an
You're
85.
going to have over 7,000 stubs scattered throughout the program on top of all of the ballin packs, the show packs you were shown as well.
And you
How
get
do
them
get
basically
all
without
those
even
packs?
trying.
Well, there's going to be a nice little start here for people who might be new to MLB The Show 26 or returning from playing the last couple of years. Get a hit in each of the 3 major modes, and you're going to get up to 5,000 points. That's halfway to Cattell Marte, just getting a hit in each of the modes.
Yeah, one of my favorite things. We want to get you guys in, playing stuff, and earning points as soon as possible. And that's
good.
what you see here.
Right, and then as promised, we see something right here that introduces the new twist with the event. You earn progress in the multiplayer program, you earn progress in the event exclusive program. The event exclusive program lives under that assorted programs tab. You also, if you really love events, and I have a best friend who specifically only plays events, if he wants to keep winning event games, he will have the opportunity to play a repeatable mission to finish the program if he so desires. Repeatable.
So as you're playing events, you're going to be getting 3,000 points off the rip.
Off the rip.
As much as you want to play.
Right. So our goal is every
There you
time
go.
an event is
That's
active,
cool.
we're going to have a mission also popping up in the multiplayer program. You see it in the text called out right there. Once the event is over, the mission will go away. So make sure you do the mission as the event is currently active. We're trying it out with a repeatable wins mission. We're trying it out at this point value. We'll be kind of taking in feedback where we can. Maybe
Yeah,
it's not
50 event
always
wins
a
program
repeatable
complete.
wins mission, but we do want to have some
Only
sort
gotta
of
win 50 event
tie-in
game.
when
I mean,
an
that's not
event
the
is
only thing
active
going into
during
it.
the multiplayer
Why are we thinking
program.
about it like
Yeah,
that?
and
What the fuck?
at launch, we've got the WBC Moonshot event, which is fun. Like, what's more fun than just hitting
Only
all
got to
six
win
over and
50
over?
event games.
So yeah,
Like,
you
what
can
are we
just
doing
keep hitting
here?
tanks in the Moonshot event, and if you win, you'll just keep getting progress here too.
Exactly. Other than that, you're going to see some hits missions, some Ks missions, all familiar. Wherever you play,
You won't
you're
have
going
to
to be
play
earning
50
progress
event
within
games
these
with the
missions.
runs, hits,
But I'm going to
Ks,
skip
all
the second
that.
to last folder. If you're a big Battle Royale person, you're going to have, whoops, Wrong button. You're going to have some exclusive Battle Royale missions that you can play through as well, Cody.
Yeah, this is some extra multiplayer program progress akin to some missions you may have seen before. But this is an extra 40,000 points that you can get towards a multiplayer program if you want to, complete these missions in BR. So 5 wins in a single entry will get you 20K, which is a lot. And then you see some other standard missions in BR. So if BR is your preferred method of playing on multiplayer, you're going to be getting 40,000 potentially extra points here.
A ton of great points.
W.
Yeah. What I'm saying is just go play head to head however you want.
The show is better when events are good.
And then there is
Yeah,
one
I'd agree
other
with that,
wrinkle
actually.
that we skipped over. These single game missions, Ashley.
Right. So we see single game missions. That's something that's kind of existed. We kind of use them sparingly, so you're not always going to see them. We're bringing them back in the first multiplayer program. If I click into this program, that's where things look a little different.
Oh.
You see a normal mission, you got to get 10 hits in a single game. Your progress will restart if you can't get it done, just to kind of challenge yourself, keep yourselves going. But if I scroll down, Carson, what are you noticing, or lack thereof, that you're not seeing?
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. I don't see what the actual mission is.
Right. So new in MLB The Show
I like
26, we're trying it out in the multiplayer program.
I like that. People are going to complain about it, but I like it.
Missions is what we're calling them, where you have to complete this first mission to unlock this second mission. You get a little bit of a hint in the title what you think it might be. Once you unlock that first mission, this one's going to populate.
Yeah, we'll see, Obi.
And then once you finish that second one, you'll unlock whatever this power hitters mission might be. You complete the power
Took Friday
hitters
off
mission.
work. Let's go, Hayden.
Are
I'll
you
be
fast,
live,
Carson?
man.
I'm assuming we're going to be stealing some
Marathon stream starts
Whoa.
tomorrow afternoon
should
and
be
goes
spoilers.
all the way
Spoilers.
through
I'm
next
so sorry.
Tuesday night.
But yeah, this is really cool. Think about
We
it
will
like
be
like
live.
ladder missions, right?
Yeah.
Like you want to make sure you knock out
I'm
the
literally
first
gonna
one, and then
sleep
it's like,
on
okay,
stream
time for the
right over
second
here.
one. Again, this is not something that you're going to need to get through with the repeatable events and the more missions we're going to add. But
You
it
ready
is
for
something
it?
fun
No.
and different that I think everyone should try.
Yeah, that's a
Still
good
have too
call
much
out.
to
You
do.
don't have to do these, but they're fun. They're a little cherry on top. I love the vibes of it.
Yeah.
The breakout King Griffey Jr. mission from MLB 17,
We were talking
Throwback.
about
where
it.
you had to play online and get very specific stats in an online game. It kind of reminds me of that, and it's very fun. We won't ask you to do anything crazy like that.
How long
Wes,
are you going to play it? Like tomorrow night?
Yeah, very
Al?
fun addition.
Few hours minimum.
Just some extra progress if you can knock them out.
Exactly. You'll see here each of these missions will be worth 10,000. I'll spoil
Not
these
yet,
rewards for
McChicken.
you. It shows as 0.
Bring me
That's
to
because it's just
McChicken. I
waiting for
love
you
that.
to unlock that mission. All of these are set to 10,000. So the biggest thing here, like I was kind of saying, is if you want to max out the program on day one, you will have to do most everything. We try to give you a few different ways to get it done to hopefully make your play experience even more entertaining. However, we will still have subsequent
I won't be
drops
buying
to help
back,
you
so
along
I'll
the
open
way.
what I
of,
have, though.
hey, maybe you just can't get 10 hits in a single game. That's
What's for
okay.
dinner tomorrow night?
More missions are coming.
We'll see what
In the
Mother brings
meantime,
over.
try it out. You never know. You might pop off when we play 3v3 co-op.
Hey, yeah. I mean, if I get Seabrev's Kyle Schwarber from yesterday,
Ooh.
anything can happen.
So that is it. And then one last thing, and just to double down on it, you won't always see these missions from multiplayer to multiplayer program. You're not going to see them in every single assorted program. We're going to kind of put them in where it makes sense. However, if this is
Okay.
something that you all really enjoy and you want to see more of, we're always taking in feedback. So make sure you're going to theshow.com, the forums. We're always looking there. And what we are doing is you see in the parentheses 1 out of 4. We're going to just tell you in many ways possible how many missions are next, so you're never confused of, oh, I see 4, is there a 5th one? There's not. There's just 4 right here, trying something new in the multiplayer.
I like how they're
program.
asking
Yeah,
for
we'll be
feedback
keeping an
on
eye
it.
how people react.
I
to
like
that.
how they're specifically
Again, we
saying
haven't
we're
had
just
it in a
trying
while,
something
so
new.
I'm excited to see something
That's
back.
good. Good transparency.
Uh-oh. Are we at question time?
I don't have a question. We have our surveys that we do all the time.
Oh,
so
yeah.
our Diamond Dynasty surveys that we send out every single week, a select amount of people get them. I should probably pull the mic up a little closer. So make sure you're taking those because our team sees those. So if you have good feedback, make sure you're taking those, and we actually see those and make changes as needed. So
Yeah, I think that's
You think
great,
switch hitters
great
will be
call out there,
dominant
Colin.
again?
I think we are
No.
kind of at the end of the multiplayer program.
That's everything.
Because they split up hit
Everything
per 9 and
multiplayer.
K per 9 for
26.
pitchers,
Hopefully we
depending on the
have
side. Some
a little
pitchers have
wrinkle
reverse splits.
down the road, but this is what
Shrinking
you can expect
PCI
at
and
launch.
sliders is no
sound
longer a
like
thing.
We would never do that.
You'll be able to use
Never.
whatever you want.
Colin, do we have any questions we want to, answer right now before we? I guess we go main cam first.
Switch hitters
Tons
are
of
not
questions.
mandatory anymore.
One thing that might be really helpful is when we've started with some of the content at the very beginning It's just reiterate why we're going in a certain direction. So in the let's see here.
Good.
Let's see here. Like, why do we make the choice of some of the content moving in certain ways?
Yes.
Cody, Ashley, you guys have any?
Yeah, I mean, I can tackle that first. Is like we talked about, we have over 130 World Baseball Classic cards. That's a lot of cards to put in, you know, a finite amount of modes. So when you have something that big, something that only comes 3 years around, it's very easy to go, all right, events, you're getting some WBC love. All right, multiplayer program ranked, you're also getting some WBC love.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as far as like, I'm sure the question was probably directed at like some of the modes like events and BR.
Yeah.
For BR specifically, like there's no player items in BR anymore, but they're still gonna be around. Like they just don't exist in BR.
God.
So like we made BR the place where you can earn the stubs for flawless, and then maybe we'll move the player that would have been the flawless reward into a different spot in the game. Like you mentioned, there's 8 multiplayer program rewards.
Yeah.
You know, the goal of the multiplayer program at its heart is for you to play online wherever you want and to earn progress and not to pigeonhole you into certain modes. And so you may see, that's why there's some movement with the player items there specifically.
It's a great answer.
Yeah, for
Good
sure.
stuff. Also, if you have more questions, make sure you're doing. We're going to be taking questions all during chat.
Yeah, and I think now's a great time. If you guys missed it in the dev tourney,
I like
we
that.
did announce esports is back in MLB
W
The Show
transparency.
26, so we have a trailer we want to play just for you guys.
All right, we've seen this. What do we think so far? I like this. Reveal the live series final collections yet? No, we just know nothing actually. Not bad. I like it so far. Don't know anything about first inning programs. Don't know anything about collections yet. That might be a tomorrow thing, honestly. No XP path yet. We've seen multiplayer program. They showed rank. They showed BR. There's event programs now. First chase pack. I can see why they did 2 live content streams, because we're 45 minutes into this and they still haven't shown a lot. Yes, Nick, for early access it does. So the pitching from the stretch only online was fake news?
So we have
No,
talked
they just
all
changed it
about
back
the
to, they
multiplayer
reverted
program,
it.
What head-to-head looks like for
Not fake
events,
news, but gone now.
BR, and ranked. But we still have so much more to cover today before we get into the other stream tomorrow. Ashley, let's talk about Team Affinity.
Team Affinity, my baby. Let's pull it up
All right,
on the
TA.
dev kit right here. You're going to see the beautiful UI screen that we introduced last year, all of the teams here. And if I just very quickly start kind of scrolling through these teams, what are you noticing, Carson?
I'm noticing...
Not to put you on the spot or anything.
I'm noticing a lot. I'm noticing 2 programs for each team.
That's it. We are going to have 60 total programs available for you at launch when it comes to Team Affinity.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
It's a lot of launch content.
That is a ton.
The
It's the
most
most.
It's the most.
So as to remind our fans, Team Affinity is the place, regardless of who you root for, you're going to find them, that they have their own dedicated programs filled with rewards. One of them is going to be team exclusive rewards all throughout that program. So if you're an Angels fan that I'm hovering over right now, you're going to find Angels related content. If I go over to my White Sox, I'm going to find White Sox related content. But why not just dive into one of these programs?
Yeah, let's take a look. There's been a couple Team Affinity guys you guys have seen from the dev tourney, and then even some of the Guardians from Kevboy last week in the
Kev
Diamond
Man.
Dynasty. Kev Man, I'm so sorry. Kevboy was
Kev
my
Boy
father.
is
Kev's going to come in here.
So you've seen some of it, but this is our first time going through the reward path and kind of showing everyone what they can expect.
Exactly. So everyone can expect, I'm just using the Angels for an example's sake. If you caught our video earlier today, you saw a new legend being revealed. If you didn't, a new legend's about to be revealed. Tease, tease. What you're going to see for all 30 teams is we're bringing back a pack that was available in like MLB The Show 20-ish in Team Affinity that just allows you to get just a very few quick, lower overall Team Affinity live series cards into your lineup. These are live series cards, like I said. It's going to be a mix between bronzes and silvers, but you're guaranteed 4 players off the rip of your favorite team that will also go toward your live series collection.
Yeah, 4 non-pack players. So these are cards
Right.
that you will be getting through each team's reward path. You'll start with 2 golds and then 2 Jolt series.
Right. So yeah, this pack is just commons and silvers. However, you're right. We're gonna have 2 exclusive gold players per program.
Okay,
We'll
83
show off the Angels
Baylor,
ones right
83
here. We won't go through
Nolan
every
Ryan.
single one, but you're gonna see Don Baylor's gold card. He's a hitter, and then you're gonna see a pitcher gold card. Everyone's asking, "Where's Nolan Ryan?" I found him.
We found him.
Starter or
And that
reliever?
will be for
Starter.
all Team Affinity programs. Every program will have a gold hitter, and every program will have a gold pitcher, Cody.
Yeah. So, seems like a good
I guess
idea.
there wasn't a question at the end of that.
No,
I just
you're
wanted to
good.
say your name.
No, that's a good idea. We should do that for the diamonds.
Oh.
Should we do that?
We should do that for the diamonds. You know, if we keep going, we're seeing even more Angels-related
there's Weaver.
unlockables. You're going to have, drumroll please,
Showed that earlier
Jared
today in the
Weaver,
trailer.
new legend in MLB The Show 26. He will be your pitcher Jolt card in Team Affinity. And I hear these are captains, Cody.
They are all captains. We're going to have 60 captains on launch. 1 hitter, 1 pitcher for each team, all Jolt series. And they will be giving captain boosts to their team.
Has reverse
obviously.
splits on
So,
the hit per 9.
Yeah, Jared Weaver in the game again. Way more hits per 9 left, which is very cool
yeah.
for a right-handed pitcher.
Very interesting
So,
as a sinker
I
baller.
love it.
Yeah, good clutch too, honestly.
Yeah.
This is a really good card. The grind will be much lighter than last year, I think, for
Right.
Team Affinity. We'll dive more into that. But yeah, Jared Weaver, you'll be able to get him pretty easily.
Exactly. And let's go to the end of the program here. Before we show off some captain boosts, you're also going to see
Wally
these uniform
Joyner?
packs all
Who?
throughout Team Affinity programs. These are going to be a whole collage of all the uniforms we have of your teams. You're going to be able to earn all of them. So, for example, all these Angels
Who's
uniforms,
that?
you'll get enough packs to pick all of them throughout your run. That will be the case for all 30 teams. Just truly a one-stop
Wally Joyner
shop, if
poster
you
in my
will,
room.
to earn all the unlockables.
So
for your
why do you have a
favorite team.
poster of
All
a
30
Humega
teams
Wolf?
If you want to.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to the Angels, by the way. These are some sick jerseys.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Leno,
fun seeing them
J-Ro.
all lined up
I
together.
like
Right? It's
choice
nice.
pack for all the
Whenever-
good
whoever your
jerseys.
favorite
That's
team is,
good
like,
because
this is
last year I
just
couldn't
one of the
find
best things
uniforms.
to hit at launch. I love doing it with my nationals. You just get some of that team national stuff for your DD team pretty quickly.
Right. And the Angels, they don't get just one, but 2
Kimmel, do you have anything
new
positive to
legends.
say
Wally
ever?
Joyner is going to be the end piece of
Are you-
this
are-
program.
anything?
I mean, contact right clutch. It's pretty decent Zebra right off rip.
Decent. Yeah, I mean, it's good. 103, 106 is very good.
Me and
He
Mike.
knows that
Wally
catfish.
Joyner,
He
yeah,
knows.
new legend. Excited to have him in.
I just feel like
Swinging
we're
it
in a
from the left
complaining
side,
mood
first
today.
baseman. Very exciting.
This is a nice card. Yeah, great hitting stats, solid fielding, first base.
Right? And if I scroll all the way down here, you're going to see all the new PXP mods to the side here. If you missed our feature
Also,
from your
Kimmel's
last
been
week,
around
you should
long enough
absolutely
that he
check it
knows
out.
I love him.
You'll
I'm
see how
just gonna
quicks are
ask that
displayed,
because
and then you're also going
you
to
know.
see the captain boost. This is just what it is for
that's my way of
hitters
saying,
currently.
hey, why you affecting my mood, man?
Yeah, pretty good. This is gonna boost up all your Angels players. So any of our Angels fans, J-Ro Lane, I'm sure they'll be using Wally Joyner to boost up maybe like a live series Trout or something.
It is 40
and
and
if you're
raining.
going
Being
full
sick has made it
Angels
worse.
Or whatever
Yeah, that's
team
fair, man.
you're using.
Same here.
You use both captains, right? You can
That's right.
put them on at the same time because they're one hitter, one pitcher. So technically, you're getting double
Wally looks
what we
decent.
should.
I'll say that.
I think that's one of my favorite
decent.
changes when it comes to Team Affinity
Booster
this
Trout,
year,
yep,
where
this'll be a
right
booster
off
Trout,
rip,
plus,
you're guaranteed your
mods
hitting
and stuff.
captain and your pitching captain right at launch, right at early access with the digital acquisition tomorrow at 9 p.m. You're going to get your hitter and your pitcher captain.
Yeah.
However, you touched on it earlier. How long
Theme
does it
teams
take
are gonna be
to actually work
crazy
your way
off rip.
through these programs? You see it cuts off with the 4th and final player very, very quickly, if you will. Especially the more, for this example of the Angels, the more Angels you have on your team, the quicker you're going to progress just naturally, more opportunities to get some stat missions done. You're going to have 2 moments, one for each of your captain bosses,
Ooh,
and then you're going to have
free
a
20K.
handful of missions to get done with that team's
Each moment's
players
10K.
very quickly.
Out of the 100
get
you
them
need.
through. I'm
He's gonna boost
eyeballing
Moncada too.
2 to
Yep.
3 hours maximum per program, and if you're really rocking an all Angels team, it's probably going to take you a lot less than 2 to 3 hours.
Yeah, you'll be able to get through these pretty quickly. I know that was a point of feedback from our fans last year. They want to make sure they can get their favorite team players get their captains and just hop into game and play where they want. So yeah, I'm excited.
Actually, love that.
Right. Yeah. This year, you see, we kind of
2 to
cut it
3
off
hours to
where
finish
we had
these.
the whole journey last year where you had your Jolt boss that took about 2 to 3 hours to get, and then we elongated the path. One of the
I love that
biggest
for you,
pieces of
Kimmel. Let's
feedback
go,
we
baby.
got
Have
was
fun.
it's tough to see, 30% completion all year long. Now you'll be able to see your 100% completed program once you get your Jolt guy. However, there's 2 programs per team affinity team. Let's go right back to the Angels. Keep it consistent. We are taking out those long milestone-esque team-based milestone missions, and they're going to go in their own dedicated program, 100% optional, just a way to kind of track your team-related stats. You're going to see some extra packs on top of it, and you'll be able to end with the #1 fan icon.
Yeah, Cody and I were talking about this before the stream. It's kind of, think about it as like your
I
passive
like how they're
program.
separating it.
You're just kind of playing the game, enjoying whatever. If you're playing with your favorite team and their players, you can kind of just keep an eye on tracking stuff and get some cool stuff along the way, right?
Yeah, and it's a good way to track your progression over the entire course of the year, like 404 home runs with the Angels. You can just see how many you've hit with Angels, and then
Looks a lot easier. It's literally the same thing. It's just going to be easier to track.
I know
just
someone
a little
that did that
extra.
last year.
Yeah.
I did. I
It's
discovered
like
the A's one last
MLB
year.
17's
Wow.
legacy.
Impressive.
That's the
reward
first
type
thing I did
things.
when I loaded up. Yeah, it took a long time.
I'm
But
sure.
it was fun. Yeah, so like you mentioned, totally optional, but very cool, and a nice flex at the end with the icon if you can get there.
Exactly. So there's going to be a short-term, more active grind with those programs that are on top, and then there's a more all year long, all MLB The Show 26 long program that's going to be at the bottom that's going to give you just some nice goodies along the way. Nothing overly special, but a nice little, hey, we acknowledge you did something, get some packs added, get them opened up, and then, you never know what you might pull, especially with roster updates. What can change.
Yeah, I agree. I think we should show some of our fans some of these returning new legends on some of these teams. I know you've seen a couple, but let's reveal a couple here.
Let's do it. The Royals are going to have a new one. I'll slow down a little bit if anyone wants to look at some of these gold players as well. We won't go through all, but if you can do the math, 130 World Baseball Classic cards and 120 cards throughout Team Affinity, and one of those 120, new legend, Jeff Supan.
Jeff Suppan.
Whoa!
He's one of Brian's favorites on the team. New legend with the Royals. You want to talk about the era?
Remember
that he
watching
pitched
him
in.
pitch.
He's pumping 89 with the 4-seam, but this guy could put it
That would
anywhere.
be
He
cool,
has
Kimmel.
great control, 100 control, and actually because of how our game works with the low velocity, his pars are going to be really small.
That's
So
right.
Yeah.
you can totally basically put the pitches wherever you want to with this Jeff Suppan.
The Greg Maddux effect.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is the Royals. Just to finish out the path, a returning new legend,
The
if you
Moose
will.
is
He was in our
loose!
Home Run Derby X content and MLB The Show 25. He comes back
Oh,
as
God,
a
he's gonna
returning
be
legend
insane.
in MLB The Show 26.
I've actually always loved Mike Moustakas' swing too. So this might be one that I'll try to knock out, maybe with some Royals players over time.
He's sick. Yeah, look at all that green
Low
for the
veto
hitting.
meta. I mean,
on a
new
new
game. We don't know what the
overall.
meta's going to be.
Moose is a good BR demon, especially in that dedicated Diamond Jolt round.
Yeah,
I'll be
yeah.
redrafting until I can get him.
Yeah,
Well, maybe
it's
not
a good
overly
idea.
much.
is loose.
And that's not stopping there. We have 2 more returning legends to show you all as well. If I want to hop on over to our Tampa Bay Rays fans,
Oh,
I'll go
shit, Jer.
slowly through some of these gold cards. If you want to
Johnny
screenshot
Damon,
those
Blake
names,
Snell.
shout out our friend Blake Snell. He was watching the Dev tourney yesterday.
We were trying to convince him to throw a knuckleball in an MLB game.
Press
Imagine.
Moosin
I think he
and
was
Fred McGriff.
convinced.
He's a
However,
returning, huh?
returning legend from a few years ago, the crime dog is back. Fred McGriff, Cody.
Crime
Sure,
Dog
the
is still one
five
of the coolest
gifted!
names
Right?
I wish
of
you
all
guys
time.
would call me Crime Dog.
Sure, thank
I
you
can-
so
I can
much,
start if
man.
you want.
Okay, yeah, let's start.
Thank you, bro.
Crime
first
Dog, Fred
captain.
McGriff. He's back in the game. Always loved him when he was in the game before. And
Thank you so much,
yeah,
brother.
huge contact right and good power against both sides. Kind of a cool looking card there. He's going to destroy righties for sure.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Shout out to the art team. Some of these Jolt cards look really, really great. And then the diamond match, we always talk about
Yeah,
that.
the biggest shout out to the live art team. I'll say
Quirks,
it 100
man.
times if I have
Quirks
to.
are there.
120 Team Affinity cards. Not to mention
W
however
Quirks.
many live series cards there are. I think 1 million is safe to say. I'm
Yes.
kidding. 130 World Baseball Classic
We'll
cards.
see, Kevin.
The way
What's up,
they
J-Boy? It's going
pump
good, man.
these
How are you?
in and out, but they look exceptional. is just
It's
an
amazing.
incredible applause to the work ethic and work
I gotta
efforts
reshave
of the
my
whole
head
Live Ops
tonight.
team.
Yeah, big W for the art team.
And last but not least, when it comes to returning legends, St. Louis Cardinals, they got a pretty decent batch of new legends this year.
Gold
However,
Rollin,
returning
Gold
in the
Boob,
program. Let's go.
Matt
to
Carpenter
Matty
off rip.
Carps.
You
Matt
want to talk
Carpenter.
about good swings in MLB The Show?
I was just about to say that.
Go. You could say it too.
One of my favorite swings historically in MLB this show.
All around the infield.
lefty, sassy lefty.
Oh,
Hitting from the third baseman. Yeah, this is a great card. High clutch off the jump, Cody.
Yeah, high clutch, power above or power in the 80s, 109 clutch, 97 contact, right?
Love
This
that.
was one of the first players that, like, when I first picked up MLB The Show and I started hitting with him,
Love
it
that.
felt like different. Like,
Yeah.
I was like,
He's
I
like
gotta
the
have,
open stance.
Yeah.
Just
Yep.
fearless.
I gotta have Matt Carpenter in there for sure.
Me and
not to
Seabrad are
mention
from
7
right around
corks
the same
attached to
times
this, card,
when it comes to
including
early
Dead Red
DD.
right there.
Yeah, dead red breaking ball.
I feel that, man.
You might
favorite.
see a
I
lot
guess
of
I can
Matt
scroll
Carpenter.
down. I forget.
Feel that big time.
There we
So
go.
many quirks,
There's
too.
Dead Red,
Holy
one of my
fucking
personal
shit.
favorite quirks.
Breaking ball.
Bad ball hitter.
Oh,
That was great,
man.
too. Yeah, this card's loaded on quirks.
Right. So
First
those are
pitch
some
hitter,
Affinity
too.
programs.
Oh, my
I mean,
God.
do you want to see your Nats, Carson?
Oh, my God.
I was gonna say I wouldn't like
There
to
you
see
go.
my nuts. I'd love to.
I asked about
Colin,
doing a
if there's
Cardinals
any
team
teams
at this
that people
point.
want to see, we have a few minutes to show off some of them. But
I mean,
Carp
seeing
was so
Cards,
unfair.
Seeing Phillies, seeing a lot of athletics.
oh, we'll go to the A's
So-
in the meantime.
Carp and
We got
Ryan
Lane
Schimpf
Thomas.
and BR.
Lane Thomas, Lane
Oh
Train.
my
as your
God.
gold.
Max.
Gold
My
Max
sweet prince.
Scherzer. I fuck with that.
It's good to see him in a Nats jersey.
Andre
And a
Dawson,
couple
Cubs legend.
Expos.
Yeah, some throwback expos. Andre Dawson, and then I think people will be really excited for the final one.
Pedro.
Pedro's here, day one, Jolt series for.
But he cannot
the
get a
Nationals.
lefty out.
Pretty excited.
There we go. So that is your national team.
I
Affinity.
love
Cody,
pitcher
let's make our
splits
way
being
on
a
over
thing now.
To your athletics.
I love that
Yeah,
so
my A's,
much.
we got McGuire as the gold card. Almost 90 power, both sides is a gold. Pretty
Right?
sick.
Put a little contact mod on him too.
yeah,
Sheesh.
yeah.
As a gold.
It's
Yeah.
a
He's
pretty
got good
sick
contact
gold.
versus right.
Then we got Raleigh Fingers, another good
Raleigh
gold.
cards.
Without the mustache.
Raleigh can't get
Mustache
lefties out
Raleigh,
either.
that seems illegal.
Yeah, 71.
Splits for
The
pitchers
mustache
is
came
so
later.
sick.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Vito Blue, pitcher captain, first diamond, another A's legend. Did great stuff for the A's. And then we have Jason Giambi for the hitter. One thing I love about this card, you know,
He's
Team
not
Affinity kind of
horrible
all about
versus
the
left.
team, and
Yeah.
Giambi came up with the A's as a rookie. He played third base, early in his career, he played third base and a little bit of outfield too. So he actually
I
has
can't
those
tell if that's
secondaries,
sarcasm or
which-
not. So I'm
That's really
fan.
cool.
Yeah, kind of cool to have a Giambi that can play third.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Bro, this host skipping the
Man.
Phillies. That's
And
crazy.
of course, gotta show off my White Sox here, especially the end reward when it comes to the White Sox. We got our little Luis Robert Jr., my sweet prince.
Your sweet prince.
Now
Max
in
was
New
my
York.
sweet
Actually,
Got Chris Sale, who has had a historic season. Started it off with the White Sox before he made his way to
That's
Boston,
insane.
and then soon to the Braves. However, we keep it on going. Harold Baines has his number 3 retired in the White Sox
Ooh, a little bit of
organization.
reverse splits on the
9
contact.
quirks on this card.
professional hitter.
This guy has
Nice work.
110 contact left as a left-handed hitter. That is
That's my king right there.
sick.
Reverse
110
splits.
clutch. Yeah.
This is a really good card.
Harold Baines
110
is usually the White
clutch.
Sox representative every year at the Major League Baseball draft.
Power
He's
mod
the
on
one
Harold
that meets
Baines.
the players or
Mm.
calls their names when it comes to those rounds, but Harold Baines. And little history lesson. I gotta stand on my soapbox here. Long time ago, there was a game, just one game, in the 70s where the Chicago White Sox wore shorts in that game. And there was a player that played in that game who wore those shorts, who has a card to round out the program. We have the Goose in shorts. My favorite card, purely for the picture.
Are you
That's
kidding
actually
me? This is
awesome.
awesome.
Yeah, that is so sick. We got the action shot of him pitching in the shorts.
Who needs
It's
baseball
so
fans?
awesome.
When
Just
I
go out
saw
there in
this
shorts.
card
Oh,
for the
that's
very
good.
first time, I was like, we did it.
Yeah.
We did it. Nothing will ever top Goose. I had like a complete fangirl moment. Not to mention,
That's
he's always
a good-ass
throwing
card,
it
too.
out of the bullpen.
Fuck.
I mean, 113 hits per 9 against right-handed hitters right off the gate.
Chat, I'm gonna
Taking
say
me
it. It
2
doesn't
hours
feel
with my
like
White
there's a
Sox
certain
squad.
Yeah.
I was gonna
certain
say
meta.
if he comes out of the bullpen and you have a righty up, you should just pinch hit.
You know?
probably.
Just have to.
113,
Can I
110
have Kyle
on launch.
Schwarber on my bench?
Yeah. Make sure
No,
you
he
have a
should
It
be
lefty.
doesn't feel like
starting.
there's like a certain
True,
meta
true.
cards that like
But that is
everything
the
looks
Goose, but if we
viable.
want to get a couple teams, whatever the first one Colin calls out to us, we can show
And
off
if
a
it's
few more
not,
programs before we finish up.
You
Team
use
Affinity.
their theme
Yankees.
team and player
Yankee,
mods.
of
and they
course.
become
Should have been
gods.
able to guess
Will not
that.
stop.
They won't stop.
All right, we'll give you your Yankees. We
Ooh,
got
gold
Clay
Clay
Holmes.
Holmes.
We have Mr. Bernie Williams
Bernie?
as your gold players. But as we move along, Andy
Oh,
Pettitt's
Andy
gonna be your
Pettit.
pitcher
Fuck.
A sassy lefty. Good day for them so far.
Hit per 9
Andy
versus
Pettit's
right.
gonna be
I mean, you
captain
do hit
boost
per
to
9
Yankees
on
Joint
him.
Series card.
And
Then 88
you gotta
Jeter.
finish it off with the captain, Cody.
Yeah, a couple of the purest Yankee
72
legends in Team
fielding!
Affinity, which is awesome. Pettit and Jeter had to end the Yankees Team Affinity with Derek Jeter. I mean,
Yeah.
there's no other way to do it, really.
Day one Jeter.
I think as we're kind of going through all these programs, another one of my favorite things about them is you're seeing a lot of legends in Team Affinity with the Jolt bosses. You see
I
them
like how
in
I
the gold
reacted
ones.
there.
You'll see a couple current players in those
'Cause
flashbacks.
You don't
but
know if I'm thinking it's
almost
too high or
all,
too
if
low.
not every Jolt player is a legend in Team Affinity, which is kind of a cool place to house them when World Baseball
Jeter with
Classic
a
is
power
kinda
mod's
running
gonna
rampant in all
fuck,
other
dude.
areas of the game.
Yeah, you can still tip your cap to some of these like franchise players.
Yeah,
in
it's
Team
a good nod to the history and the
Yeah.
vibes of the franchises. And yeah, with World Baseball Classic going on too, putting a lot of legends in Team Affinity made a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And I'm sure if there's a lot of Yankees
Oh,
in
boy.
chat, a lot of Dodgers in
Dave
chat
Roberts,
as
how
well. I'll
bad
make
is
this
this?
quick for our Padres fans watching. But new
Actually,
legend
not
who was
that
already
bad. The
announced, but in case you
contact's
missed
fine.
it, Dave Roberts, the current skipper of the club,
Wait,
getting
that's
his
not
part in the
horrible,
Dodgers
actually.
program
I
as well
expected
for
so
when
much
he
worse
was a
from Dave
player.
Roberts.
Day one demon, 99 speed,
I was-
99 steal.
I know. I
Took the
glanced
words out
over
of
that.
my
I'll
mouth.
I'll
think
go
it
back.
was.
I was like, look at this speed. This is a day one demon.
This
You're
is-
going to get him so quickly if you just play with some Dodgers, and he will run rampant on the base paths. These catchers better have good pop time.
That's
You
a
know what?
rookie reliever
I'm
right
glad
there.
you said that because you want to know.
Yeah,
I
Johnny
forgot
Damon was
just
right.
to say how quickly you get this first player.
So quick.
Dave Roberts
That's
actually
a
kinda
day one
plays.
Some
demon.
eagle eyes noticed it when I was going through these tasks.
Gives Kenny
here,
Lofton
but each of
vibes.
these
Low
moments
key.
is 10,000 TA points, and you'll notice the first gold player is at 20,000. So you do both your moments, you're guaranteed your 4 low overall live series cards, and right away. Your
Low
gold
key
player.
kind of
And
Kenny
these golds are gonna
Lofton-ish.
play, at early access throughout launch.
Reliever
this is some
Roki.
of my favorite times to play because there's
They
just
gave
so
him a
much lineup
sinker.
variety.
Ooh.
Do 2 moments
with like no
unlock a
break,
player.
which is fair.
Last year we had do a moment, get a silver. This year we got do 2 moments, get a gold. But it's a great way to just build your team up from scratch or just start your journey with your team.
Yeah.
Right.
And then another great card.
Right, closing
Somers, I don't
picture
believe so.
throughout the
I know Scam
postseason
dropped a
last
video
year,
on
you'll be
Franchise
able to
just
get an
yesterday
early
on
Roki
his
Sasaki
sync
in the Dodgers
Scan.
Team Affinity program.
He's gonna. Be
It's one of his. It's his
I
second
mean,
channel.
it's
I would watch
insane.
that for
And
franchise
then to
stuff.
finish it off, the captains as
Gil
well. Gil
Hodges.
Hodges will be your hitter captain. 108 against lefties contact wise.
This guy raked for me last year when I got the NL done in the live series. I put him in the lineup and
Scan
he hit
actually
like
got to play the
600
game
for my first,
early,
like, 10
so
games.
he
Nice.
dropping
Can I have
videos
actual
up until
highlights?
release
Good
on
swing
different
confirmed.
Yeah.
modes.
Also, if we want to go back to Gil, one thing that's cool
Gagne!
about him is he's got outfield secondaries. Which
Oh.
That's
Yeah.
he
right.
did not
Yeah,
have
good
before.
call outs.
Good
so,
observation.
Yeah.
Yep. And then you saw this last one in the dev tourney yesterday.
Gagne.
Eric Gagne. Team Affinity grinding is going to lock you down a back end arm of the bullpen. He could very well be your closer.
Yeah, Team
If not
Infinity
Goose
cards are
Gossett.
good as
He's very
fuck
popular
to start
in
the
the
year.
dev tourney. I think a
Yes.
lot of
Yeah.
people liked using him.
My
Just
God.
that speed between the pitches, is really gonna cross some people up there.
Yeah.
Right. So that is the Dodgers Team Affinity. Any time for one more, Colin?
Oh, I mean.
Do you want us to show you the Mariners?
Yeah, Mariners.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Bias.
Let's do Mariners.
Shout out Mariners.
Shout out Mariners. Your gold player
Bryce
cards are
Miller.
going to be Bryce Miller. Your hitter is going to be Corey's brother.
Corey's brother. We'll leave it at that.
And then as we get
Cliff
to
Lee
the Jolt guys,
cannot
Cliff
get a lefty
Lee
out
will be
at
your
all.
pitcher
Oh my
captain.
God.
And
Reverse
then to
splits,
round
Cliff
out
Lee,
the
though.
program, a little Mike
Mike Cameron.
action.
Yeah, he's got some
Insane
good stats,
fielder,
great
good
fielding,
speed.
good speed. You mod up his contact or his power, this is gonna be a really
Yeah.
good card.
Great defense.
Yeah, great
Amazing
defense.
defense for launch.
Oh yeah.
Seems like the pitchers
time
can
for
either get
one
left-handed
more
or right-handed to
lucky
start,
team.
and that's it.
Who
W.
says it first?
Yeah, off rip.
We said
Yeah,
Phillies
that's a big
earlier.
W.
The Phillies, let's
give
do
the
it.
Phillies some love.
Oh, there's the Phillies. There's
So
the
I can
Phillies.
go
Whoever was
through.
complaining earlier.
We're gonna have Robin Roberts. Look at this card art. Look at this.
Yeah, I'm good.
That is amazing card art.
Yeah, I'll be remiss to say if I didn't. Every year, our team goes through and
He has
finds
control.
just a deeper expository
He can
of Topps
control
cards.
that
We try
baseball.
to keep it fresh year in and year out. So shout out Brendan, Brian, Kyle, the whole live art team who goes through every year trying to find even more Topps cards to make it just a little bit more unique, historical, and fresh year in and year out. And you're seeing it firsthand with this Robin Roberts
He can
card.
control and
never
last
seen
for a
that.
while for sure. Facts.
Good new stuff.
But as we carry
Brian
on,
Howard
you're gonna
won't hit a
see
lefty.
Ryan Howard. Shout out Darian.
Power versus
Big fan
right,
of the
though.
game as well, his son. And then as we move across the program,
Steve
little
Carlton!
Steve Carlton action, Cody.
Yeah, Steve Carlton was a new legend last year and was a World Series
I could not
reward
hit him
on
at the end of
launch,
the year,
so,
to be fair. I don't know
a
what
bit
it is about
easier
him. I
to
couldn't
get
read him.
This time around, 88 overall Steve Carlton. I used his cards quite a bit. I'm a big fan of the slider primary pitchers. We saw Kershaw earlier that I'll be using for sure. So, yeah, awesome Phillies legend. And then, of course,
Utley. Oh, boy.
Chase Utley at the end.
Yeah, iconic.
Yeah. One of the best defensive
Damn
second
good
basemen
fielder.
ever.
Yeah,
You
just
look
want
at
to
it.
Can rake against righties.
You know?
We can make that happen, probably.
Yeah.
No, Kimmel, but with
No.
the way all this is set
But
up, it
that
feels like
is
benches are going to be
Team
more important. Like
Affinity
actual platoons
as
and
it
shit.
is. To
the
recap
old
it,
days.
you're going to have that shorter 2 to 3 quick hour active burst program that's listed on
Well, I
top.
should say
And then
maybe, but
throughout
they haven't
your
addressed
MLB
it.
The Show
I don't know
26
if they do or not
experience, you're gonna
technically, but I would
have
just
that number
assume
one
not.
fan program, that second program in the list. That's, again, just a nice little tip of the cap as you reach certain in-game milestones, team-related stats, and historical context missions as well. And that will be what Team Affinity is throughout
To be
MLB
fair,
The
at the end
Show
of the year, if you saw
26.
left-handed pitcher,
There will
you
not
knew it was
be
John
any
Don, so people would have just backed
subsequent
out if they
Team
saw their
Affinity drops.
left-handed
All
lineup
of those players will be
I don't
in
think they do that.
various drops in the future, what might have been. However, this is Team Affinity as it stands throughout the entire year.
Yeah, and that doesn't mean that there's not going to be some great
Yeah, they did, Nolan.
players for every team, right? Like
I'm
still gonna
dropping
have
a
those
video
big
later
drops,
with all
they just
this,
might not
and
be
you'll see it
behind
there.
Team Affinity. If that makes
Exactly.
sense.
We're going to have other opportunities and areas to showcase them off in the game. Maybe there's a big, huge assorted program down the line. Maybe we can go ham in a future multiplayer program. We saw more players included in this first one. Just those players are going to be seen in other places around the map, but you're guaranteed your 4 players per team, 120 as it
White
stands
Sox,
all year long.
120
Diamonds. I don't remember the gold.
players in Team
Diamonds were
Affinity
Harold
at
Baines
launch,
and Goose
and you
Gossage
said
in shorts.
130 World Baseball Classic players
Yes.
at launch.
250 plus.
250
And
plus.
live series.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not to
that's a
mention
lot.
the non-WBC TA cards that we have as well. We'll get
Yeah.
to tomorrow. But if we want to go full camera here, we're not stopping at Team Affinity programs. We have a few
Sale was
other
a gold,
sort
yeah.
of programs we want to get to. And in fact, let's actually go right back into the game
And Blue Bob.
and
Thank
show
you.
our fans what the new menus
Oh,
are going to
I
look
like it, I like it, I
for
like it, I
our
like it.
programs under this
Recently
progress tab. You're going to
progressed?
see how the XP path, Team Affinity, multiplayer program, and then assorted programs are kind of organized. I got to be careful not to click on the XP path. We got
I
to save some
know.
of that
I'm
tomorrow.
terrified right now.
Yeah.
But if we want to go back full screen one more time so I can dive into this program, Cody, talk us through the
I
return
like recently
of Cornerstone
progressed.
programs.
Yeah, we can go back to the kit. Good call there. Cornerstone is back. The first one we're going to have this year is Travis Hafner, new returning legend in MLB The Show for 26. 8 quirks. This guy mash for the Guardians. 93 contact right, 92
8 quirks
power
is
left.
crazy.
Yeah. Want to talk a bit about like
OCD
the direction
happiness.
of Cornerstone that
So-
we're going with?
There's some really good changes here for Cornerstones.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're about to dive into.
Yeah, for sure. We started Cornerstone programs last year. We got great feedback from the community. Obviously, we're always monitoring how things go.
Yes.
Instead of 3 Cornerstone programs this year, we're just going to do 1. Every new XP path, these are programs that will drop at the beginning. Every time the XP path turns over, you'll get a new Cornerstone program. We're just doing 1 this year. Our goals really for these programs is for it to kind of be like a place to start in terms of player programs. So if you just picked up the game or you're new, or if you're returning from a break, you can go into the Cornerstone programs. It's supposed to be quick and easy. It's supposed to be a great way to get a player right away, and so that's kind of what you're seeing. The way we restructured it this year, last year we had you unlock the lower card and then use them, and that was a little bit convoluted. So all we're doing this year, what you're going to see from these Cornerstone programs, you're going to get 5 moments that you're going to play through, just kind of highlighting their career. and then you're going to get 2 missions that are very easy, and you can use pretty much any players for them. So you see 6 home runs with any players, PXP
Okay, they're
with any
super easy to
hitters.
get, even easier than
These are
last year.
supposed to be gimmies, and some of the feedback we got last year, like the structure for this last year would have been like do stuff with Guardians, and now you can just use any players
Like that
that
a
you
lot.
want, and it kind of helps with the vibes of just getting this done quick and easy. And Carson, you want to
Like
hit on
that
the
a
amount
lot.
of XP that's in here?
Yeah, I was
I'll
going to
start with
say,
Diamond
like,
Dynasty.
these-
Eventually, we'll get to a
when I
road of the
saw
show
them, they feel like a
playthrough
cheat
and
code
a
almost
franchise
for
playthrough, though.
progress, right? Like you're going to get 20,000 XP for playing some moments and then knocking out some missions where you're not even locked into the type of card. Like this is going to be really easy for people to just go in, have fun, celebrate Hafner's career, get a great card, but then also
20K
keep
XP too.
progressing in that reward path.
Yeah, and they drop simultaneously with each new XP path, like I said. So, I mean, this could take you 20, 30 minutes, and you're getting 20K XP in the new XP path.
It should
So,
be the first thing people are doing.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Good
I
change.
wanted to reiterate too. One of the reasons why
No scar balls.
we all felt we wanted to show this off today and
Gonna be
save
midnight?
the XP path for
Why? So you
tomorrow
can wait another full
is
day?
just to truly show that these are broken away from the XP path. You don't have to earn that lower overall card to then unlock this program. However, every time there is a new XP path, this own stands on its own program will pop up. There'll be 1 cornerstone per XP path to begin
Yep.
the game.
Yeah, that's a great call out. You don't actually have to earn a lower card first through the XP path. You can just do the program when it comes out.
Are these games friendly to
Hop
someone
in,
who
play
doesn't
it,
know a
knock
ton
out
about
those moments.
baseball?
The
Chat,
missions
what do you
you'll
think?
do on accident, legitimately.
Yeah.
Just
For
go
real.
play, and then you'll get 20,000 XP.
There you go. And that's not the only player program we have to show off today, Cody.
Ooh.
Yeah, we got another player program available at launch. Bill Mazeroski passed away, so we wanted to honor him in the game. You're going to be able to earn his 85 overall again very quickly. This is from 1961, the year after his famous home run, but he is the only person ever to hit a walk-off home run in Game 7 of the World Series. So you're going to be honoring his
incredible.
legacy there with a mission where
W.
you just hit a home run with any player.
Moonshot event.
Yep,
Just
just
saying.
recognizing that he is the sole owner of that feat, which is awesome. And then hop into a moment at Forbes Field, Mazeroski's home. Use his card, get on base 1 time. You'll complete the moment.
I speak for
They
all
should make the
fans
grind a little
of
less
saying
of a
thank
grind.
you, that
I think this
a
year
get
is
on
a
base in
more
Forbes
efficient
Field and
grind
not
than
hit
it
a
was
home
in
run
past.
Forbes
Yeah,
Field.
we're not gonna make you recreate the
Joseph!
walk-off home run at
The
Forbes.
1999
But
Super
yeah,
Sticker.
celebrating
Thank
Bill
you, bro.
Mazeroski, legendary player.
Oh
Just
my
another cool player
God.
program we have.
Hall of
at
W.
Famer.
Launch.
Joseph, bro.
Pirates legend.
1999
Legend, for
Super.
sure.
Thank you.
And if I back out here once more, you're going to see that Spotlight tab on the right. Spotlight will come back this year with the Major League Baseball season returning. You'll see the first one on Thursday, April 2nd. We'll dive more into that
Thanks for your
program
effort. I
on a
appreciate it, man. It's only
stream
gonna become more
closer to
here
that
pretty
time
soon.
frame. However, as you know, Spotlight, it is returning, and something that is also returning with a few new twists. My legacy, Cody.
Yeah, I'm really excited about my legacy. I was excited about it last year too, but you're right. We got a few new twists on everything. All the categories are the same, but if you haven't seen this before, this is once again a place that's supposed to be a year-long grind where you can kind of track your progress and really see how you're doing. And if you really want to shoot for the stars and
Some
just
cool
get
new
tons
uniforms
of
in there.
stats in Diamond Dynasty, there's some sweet cosmetic rewards that you can earn in here.
What are they? I don't know.
And we've
but
got a lot
they're
of new
different.
stuff.
I like how
if
they're
we want to
different.
start going into the programs, you can see hits. You're going to get a new rock and roll uniform. And if you just want to slowly scroll through all of them, we can show off the cosmetics, and I can talk about kind of the changes to the structure a little bit while you're
I
doing
like the
that.
red diamond icon. That's
We
good.
use player data to inform us of like where these thresholds should be for the hits as far as like a year-long progression. And so we've adjusted a lot of these we've adjusted a lot of the missions associated with each of these stats. So some of the ones you saw last year, one specifically that was extremely difficult to do last year was innings pitched. So what we did is we went ahead and kind of ratcheted down the requirements for innings pitched. So it should be much easier to complete innings pitched specifically last year. We kind of went the other way with some of them too. It's going to be a bit harder to complete the home runs one.
Too many tanks.
People are hitting tanks. Somebody might hit 1,750 home runs in the moonshot event.
Yeah.
Hopefully me.
I like how
But
they're
yeah,
using the
so
player data.
basically, long story short, we've adjusted the values of all these missions according to what we saw players accomplish last year, and hopefully that will make
Decent
things
amount, Swan,
a
I'm
little
not
bit
gonna lie.
easier, especially on the on the long the
Team
really long
teams
grinds, like
is going to be a big deal
the one
now.
that we adjusted a lot. So,
Individual parallel
Yeah,
mods.
it sounds like some of the programs that people flew through, like hits and home runs, are
At
going
its
to be
base, it's the
elongated
same
a little
thing,
bit
but
just to
the good
do something new,
changes
something
within.
that people are already getting a lot of, and then something that took them, quite some time. I know myself, I never
Yeah,
was
this shit
able to
was
finish the
insane,
innings
agreed.
pitch program last year. I'm very much looking forward to having the opportunity to finish it this year.
Yeah, and we've got a new icon too, which
Yeah.
I didn't touch on. We've got the
Yeah, the
red
red
diamond
diamond's
in the game this year, so we've got red diamond icons as your last stop before that.
Maybe to
Awesome.
celebrate the new tier too. Right?
Yeah.
Red Diamond.
Ooh, There
Yeah.
we go.
Those are your top players.
And before we get into the collection of all of them, we have some time. We have of what? The 16, 12 programs, the 12
been a
programs that
longer
are shown
feature
on
premiere,
screen
damn.
right here. 10 of them have new end rewards. So talk us through some of these, Cody.
Yeah,
you get
we got
Joel
rock and roll for
captains
hits, pretty
for both
sweet.
hitters and pitchers for
Big
every
fan of
team.
this
Off
one.
rip.
For doubles, we did a little two birds, one stone joke here. So you're gonna get the birds
hat's
uniform. The
Saw it in the
hat.
trailer.
The hat is incredible. That is so funny.
I like that
I
hat.
think Andrew said that's his favorite uniform. Yeah, my legacy triples 3-piece suit makes
It
too
makes
much
sense.
sense. This was triples last year. This was another category that not a lot of people were able to complete, so we made this a lot easier.
Nice.
Last year it was 309 triples. This year it's 150. So should be seeing a lot more 3-piece suits out there.
Spacesuit's kind of
Home
cool.
runs is now a space suit uniform.
Very
Get it.
nice.
Hidden
Get
it
it to
into
the moon.
space.
I like
Yep.
that.
Moonshot, baby.
Yeah, and that's 2,500, which is quite a step up from last year. Y'all are just way too good at hitting home runs. Dented bat skin is now under runs scored.
That's
This
awesome.
one's cool. Yeah, just a beat up bat. Walks is gonna be the cowboy uniform.
This is my favorite one. This thing is sweet.
I fucked
Yeah.
with the Drucker hat,
Cowboys,
actually.
you know, they
Wait.
walk everywhere.
I'm gonna be more
Alright,
patient
so-
at the plate this year.
This
legitimately,
one is
like,
my
hats I
favorite.
wear.
We introduced the swim move animation last year, and what's in the water? There are sharks in the water.
The
Awesome
shark one is
jersey.
Okay.
big fan.
It's the little things that get me excited.
Strikeouts is the same. Flamethrower thematically makes a ton of sense. This
Right.
is another one we didn't see a ton of acquisition wise, so good to just we lowered strikeouts.
I saw a
quite
bunch of it
bit,
at the end of the year. Goddamn.
And then innings pitch gesture we went over, very cool. And that leaves mariachi for wins. You got to celebrate when you win.
All right. It's a party.
I like it. Need music every time I win.
Okay.
And then the last new one for saves, which is cool, is firefighter. So
I fuck
you
with
got to
that a
come in
lot.
in the ninth and put out the flames.
I fuck with that a
And you get in the
lot.
firefighter uniform, and then PXP is still the PXP bat. It just looks so sick. But there's more. We got a collection
Ooh.
too, like last year.
We got a collection. If we want to go back to the main cam, we will navigate ourselves into the collection. As I'm doing this, how many of those programs do you remember
Spacesuit and
finishing or
Firefighter?
getting
Yeah, I
close to
like those.
finishing last year, Cody?
I think I finished 8 of them.
Okay.
There we go.
I
Brad
got
was
to the point
grinding
where I was
last
like,
year.
it's probably impossible for me to get innings pitched done, so then I stopped. But I was on it for a while. Yeah, I was all about it for a bit.
There we go. And if we want to go back to the game, we have the collection that returns with a few new pieces.
Yeah, new and returning pieces. Collect 2. The first part of the collection
You
is
don't
the
have to, like,
workhorse.
click
This is the
in
uniform you got
to
for innings
see-
pitched last year. So
Oh,
again, trying to
I like
get that
it.
in more people's hands. Complete 2 of the My Legacy programs. You'll get the workhorse uniform, which is awesome. Perfect bat skin at
I
collect
think I like
4.
it. I can't tell.
And then some new rewards starting at 6. We got King of the Swing. This is a royalty uniform.
Look
and
at
it
that
looks,
hat. Yeah.
It
the
looks
crown.
awesome.
King George is jealous.
And then my favorite of the new ones, X-Ray at 8. When you see this on the field, if you see this on the field, because
Oh.
it takes a long time. This is so sick. So collect 8 there. Touch grass icon to show it off if you get to 10.
I
Might
like
wanna
how
touch some
last
grass,
year
and
when
then if you
we
get
couldn't
to
see like
12,
the lower ones,
you get
and
just
this
the
year
whole
is it
touch
kind of
grass
shows it
uniform. The
as
whole
you
gang.
go
Yeah.
type
Full
thing. I
ensemble.
think that's what I like about it.
So just again, track your stats over the course of the year. See how, even if you're not going to complete these programs, it's still fun to go in there and see how many home runs you've hit or whatever.
Agree. Yeah, it's a great place to just see how you've done in the whole year. Yeah.
Yeah, and then this is just cool ways to show off yet again.
There we go. So we've touched upon a lot of programs. We want to go back to the main cam. We touched upon Team Affinity programs. We touched upon Cornerstone.
I like the UIs
Bill
this year.
Mazeroski player program, as well as the return with some new twists and new unlockables with the My Legacy programs. Huge shout out to Charles and Dylan and the whole equipment team of making all of these new uniforms and bat skins possible. They look sick, and I am pumped to see them on the field.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Go do the My Legacy stuff. Go get some great equipment, some uniforms. I'm pumped for the Cowboys one, or the
Cowboy.
Cowboy one.
Yeah.
That'll be cool.
Dallas Cowboys.
Should be good. I'm excited.
There we go. And we've talked about a lot of content. Any questions from our community, Colin?
I'm sure that there was, but I was working on something.
Understood.
All right.
I'm just gonna hit the BR voucher one.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, the BR voucher at launch for going flawless is gonna give 50,000 stubs. We are gonna monitor it as the year goes on, but we're not committed to anything post launch. But at launch, gonna be 50,000 for going flawless in BR.
that's a chunk of change right there.
Yeah.
There you have it.
We'll monitor
Yeah,
is
we've
good
covered
though.
so much. We've covered all the online head-to-head modes, what that multiplayer reward path looks like. The biggest multiplayer reward path I've ever seen. No
Confirmed.
more 2-drop releases. You're going to be able to go for it all night one, tomorrow night. Might take a little longer than that. But
If we're playing co-op,
if we're playing co-op, we could cruise, yeah. And then we also talked all about Team Affinity. 120 cards in Team Affinity. Are you
That's
kidding me?
insane.
130 in WBC. There's still so much more to talk about tomorrow as we dive into the XP reward path and some other really exciting stuff.
Yeah, we saved a lot of the World Baseball Classic content tomorrow. As we know, it's currently going on. Pool play wraps up tonight. We still need to figure out which teams are advancing. Big game tonight between Team Mexico and Team Italy. And we have a
Huge
lot
game,
to
actually.
share. And I think... There's how many pools, Cody? Remind me again. There's Pool A, there's Pool B, Pool C, Pool D.
There's 4 pools.
There's 4 pools. So
That'd
do you
be-
think, yeah?
That'd be sweet if you could get players from each pool.
Do you think? What if I'll one up you here? You get players from each pool, and each pool is its own program.
We couldn't do 4 WBC programs at launch.
That would be way too much. There's no way.
Maybe we could. Maybe we did.
Maybe that's why we had to break this stream up.
Yeah.
Tune in
That's a
tomorrow to find out 4 World Baseball Classic programs.
And they
on
still have
top
to go
of the
through all the
single-player mode,
collections.
on top of the XP path,
Plus
and
programs,
of
plus
course,
XP path.
the live series collection.
So much great content we still need to talk about. Join us tomorrow at 2
Goddamn.
p.m. Pacific as we go all the way up until 9 p.m. with our feature
Countdown to
premiere
launch.
countdown to launch. Early access starts tomorrow, folks, and there's so much exciting stuff on MLB The Show 26.
God
A
damn,
huge
man.
big shout out and thank you to the live team, the live art team, our test team, design team. Huge shout out to the community team moderating all day yesterday, moderating today's chat. Just honestly a huge shout out to the studio as a whole.
Yeah, pre-orders are still open. If you want to get that 10% loyalty discount, go get it right now. I'm being told that it won't be there once early access begins, so you can get 10% off if you've played the game dating back to 21.
And a reminder, all of this content you can play with early access starting tomorrow at 9 p.m. Pacific time with
There's
the
gonna be
purchase of
so
that
much
digital
to
deluxe
do,
edition.
man.
You'll get that legend pack off rip.
Oh,
You'll
no.
get the 2 of those World Baseball Classic choice pack off rip, and then the standard launch will be next Tuesday, March 17th.
Yeah, and if you haven't yet, go sign up for the scouting report. You'll get all the information you need on everything.
It's gonna be so much to do.
You even get free packs starting in April just for being a subscriber. So make sure you check that out on theshow.com.
And make sure you're following us on socials. You might see another video that shares our face that might reveal another new legend ahead of tomorrow's stream.
Oh yeah,
Who knows?
New legend
I wanna
tomorrow
make sure
morning.
you follow everything there. But yeah, that's everything on our side. Cody, any last words?
We've still got so much to show.
It's going to be a big show tomorrow.
Yeah, you're gonna want to be seated tomorrow too, for sure. We got a lot coming still. Most content ever at launch. It's insane.
Most content
So
ever at
much to do.
launch. Go enjoy the WBC. We'll see you guys tomorrow at 2 p.m. Pacific to talk even more live content ahead of early access tomorrow night.
We're gonna leave it up for a bit so people can get drops.
Respect.
Are they going to continue talking? No, okay. Yo, W stream. Actual W stream. I'd say I'm pretty much a fan of all of it right now. I'm worried I'm going to have sensory overload the second I open DD. I understand that. Not the worst thing in the world, though, honestly. Just take it one thing at a time. You'll grind it all eventually. What's your hype out of 10 right now? Higher than it was. 8, 9.
Get your cameras ready. We talked about
Wait.
30 hitters, 30 pitchers.
Wait.
Colin, let's show them the screenshots.
There you go.
Oh!
That
Dang.
looks beautiful. That is
Chili
all
Davis
your
and
team
Chase
Those are
Headley
like
on the
hitting
bottom.
captains.
All 30 of them right there. Get your screenshots out. Get your cameras out.
I think my favorite picture is Clemente.
Hank
That is
Greenberg.
a sick picture.
Insanely proper.
Yeah.
Ryan Sandberg.
And now
There's
all
the
30
pitchers.
pitching captains.
The Cubs have some great Jolt series.
Listen.
Arietta.
Sorry. I forgot Ashley was here.
Arietta.
Go get your screenshots,
Bert
folks.
Blyleven, the pirate,
We'll
is
see
in.
you
I
guys
don't think
tomorrow.
I've seen that before.
Slow down.
Corbin Burns in there. Billy Wagner. I like this. I like how they're just like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's show them all. Morneau, what? Is that it? Okay, I think they're just going to show those. W stream. W Kyle Schwarber for the Cubs? No. That says Ryan Sandberg. Oh, do they, Al? Whoops. What time is launch? Same time as always. Thursday, or I guess Friday, midnight Eastern. So tomorrow night. You're central like me, 11. Doing good, Zach. Doing good. Who's the Dodgers pitcher? I don't remember. Okay. I got to pee really bad, and then we're going to yap about this a little bit. All right. Gagne was the Dodgers pitcher. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Like that voice? I sound just like them, right? Why is it so hard for them to make like a 10 p.m., 9 p.m. Eastern release time? Why would they? What? Getting one guide again, man. Logan, what the fuck are you just talking? It is 26. TikTok just doesn't have a category for it. Cap for the new game? I think so, yeah. What did I just read? I stopped reading it after a little bit when I realized it was just shit. You get early access as a creator? Nope. But everyone gets early access if you get the digital deluxe edition tomorrow night. I'm waiting for them to end this damn stream so I can do my yap. I'm not gonna lie, man. How did we feel going into this last year? surely there wasn't as many good things, right? Ghost with the 1-year primer. Thank you, Ghost. Appreciate it. Surely there wasn't this many good changes going into last year, right? I think the power creep being back last year carried, which honestly didn't get me going. I saw through the, ooh, power creep's back, everyone get hype. I was like, okay, power creep's back. Diamond Quest and Weekend Classic. Yeah. The WBC helps a lot. I will give them that. I think they are getting slightly carried by WBC this year, but they've also made good changes. We all agree on that? Thoughts on franchise mode? I dropped a whole Yap video on that, Nuss, on my YouTube. Love that the grind is less, but you get more stuff. Yeah, I'd say that's fair. Am I a Marlins fan? No, I'm a Cubs fan. It feels like they will have my wallet for one transaction at 11 p.m. tomorrow night. I don't know if I'm buying stubs or not. I'm sure I'll get coerced into buying some stubs, but I'm not going for collections off rip. I don't think I'm doing a big pack opening either. Not a fan of the stretch 24/7 thing, though, gotta say. They reverted that. They announced that in the Diamond Dynasty feature premiere last week, that no more stretch 24/7 and no more PCI shrinking on sliders. The rank program is loaded. Ranked program is kind of loaded, but the multiplayer program is very loaded. Did I get all my drops? I think I did. Yeah, events being relevant again is kind of nice. Okay, I got all of them. I'll go over to YouTube real quick. Go to song. Dude, Metal Pokemon, can't beat it. No scan. It's okay. I've missed out on a lot of drops early. I'll be real. I missed out on a lot of drops early. All right. Here's the deal, chat. I got to do my yap. So if you guys have any questions for me that you want me to talk about in the video, please put them in there as we're talking. I will be reacting to you guys while talking and going through everything. And then I got to get out of here because I got to get some shit done before tomorrow's marathon. Cool. W plan? Miss out on that free silver. Facts, dude. Facts, dude. Early release is tomorrow night, yes. All right. Let's do a yap, huh? Guys, they were not kidding when they said that they had so much content to talk about, they needed 2 live content streams. We just got done with the first one, and wow, is there a lot. There's some good quality of life changes as well. The UIs look sick. They showed a lot of cards, multiplayer program, ranked, battle royale, events being relevant again, team affinity stuff. A lot of stuff to talk about here. But before we get into it, just want to let you guys know, we are doing a marathon on release, marathon stream on twitch.tv/Graceful Swan. I go live on Thursday at around 3 p.m. Central, and we will be live all the way through the full release next Tuesday. So guys, make sure you come check it out. Subscribe to the channel. We'll be dropping videos throughout and all that. But let's talk about some Diamond Dynasty. Partially don't like how you say let's do a yap and not let's yap, but I also love it at the same time. Let's do a yap, dude. Chat, let's partake in a yappington. You like that better, Scan? Let's partake in a yappington about Diamond Dynasty. So the first thing they talked about was event stuff. And I took notes for this because there was so much going on. So they first started with announcing events are not always going to be active anymore.
What the fuck?
Oh my God,
this?
Gomer with the raid.
Yo, what am I looking at?
There's a lot of pressure here. I'm doing a yap. Gomer, I love you, dude. I miss you. It's good to see you. Welcome on in, everybody. We are yapping. Yapathon, basically. That's honestly what the marathon stream is going to be, is a yapathon, because, my God, I'd be talking too much nowadays. Hope you're doing good, dude. I appreciate the raid. I need to rub that head. Dude, it's going to get even cleaner. I gotta reshave it tonight. The problem with being bald is hair grows back. Like, I'm at the point now where I just want it to stop growing. It's like the exact opposite of what it was before I shaved it. You know what I'm saying? Is your marathon stream a subathon? No. There may or may not be a subathon later, though. Marathon is just for the love of the game. That's what I got. Welcome on in, everybody, though. If you guys have any questions or you want to talk about anything, I know Gomer probably just talked about all this already, but hey, follow the channel. Would love to see you guys here when we're talking about things you haven't already heard. Appreciate y'all being here. Gomer, thank you so much, man. Kind of turned me on. Ooh, really? Well, just wait till tomorrow when it's actually shaved. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you can kind of see some hair there. You know what I'm saying? And the scars. W scars. But yeah, we're getting at it now. The stream went long. Stream went long. All right. Back to the notes. So they started with saying events are not always active, but they each have their own program, and they're doing this to make it more of like an exclusive thing. Feels more special, etc. They do have their own time-limited program attached to them that will come with one exclusive reward each time, as well as like a small pack and stuff. So, for example, they showed it here. So this is the example of the WBC Moonshot event program that's going to be coming out on launch. So you get 10,000 XP, you get a gold player pack, and you get Bryce Terang 88 overall. So each event is going to have one of these, which makes events relevant again, which is a big deal. Events are back. There still is a multiplayer program. This is not replacing it. Also, this helps the multiplayer program. I have to play events. You don't have to. You can just buy this card off the market. Everything's sellable. Oh, my raids.
Yo,
Raid Cheesy with the raid. Ray, I appreciate it, man. I love how everyone's getting off as soon as this ends, and I'm literally going to do the same here pretty soon. Welcome on in, everybody. I appreciate it, Ray. We're just kind of talking and breaking everything down here, but guys, if you are going to leave, would love you to drop a follow. We are going to be doing a marathon stream starting tomorrow where I will be live all the way through the full release on Tuesday. So would love to see you guys actually come back and hang out. So this was the example of the multiplayer program. They also showed the gold player pack. Here are some of the players in it. Gold Vlad, you got a gold Alex Hall, gold Jonathan Aranda, Daniel Palencia, Byron Buxton. A gold Buxton's going to fuck. Sir Anthony Dominguez, Matt Davidson, a former BR legend, Brian Bayo, Elmer Rodriguez, Gregory Soto, Joey Meneses, Hai Seong Kim, Yu Chang is back, my king, Dean Kramer, Camilo Doval, Tommy Canely, Robbie Glendenning, Jeremy Profar, Guillermo Zuniga, and Erasmo Ramirez. So, those are the gold packs. We'll see a couple of those throughout things. This is what Bryce Terang looks like. 90s contacts, 105 clutch, has a little bit of pop versus right. Solid fielder. Good speed at 87. I like this, man. I like this. He can bunt too for all you freaks that like to drag bunt. You watch Mexico versus Italy? I'll probably have it on in the background, but I got a lot of shit I got to do. Secondary shortstop? I doubt it. Bryce Turang doesn't really play short, I don't think, does he? Could be wrong. I don't watch Brewers games that often. It's good, Kev. And here are the moonshot tasks. It's just hits, pitcher Ks, extra base hits, runs, total bases, home runs, wins, I believe. Okay, those are the ones. So basically, example for the pitcher Ks, get 3 strikeouts and you get 5 points towards the 50. So should be pretty easy, honestly. His live series had it last year. Well, then there's a chance Turang has it. But also, is he going to play shortstop for Team USA? I don't know, which might play a factor. We'll see, though. But that is the event program. Then they talk a bit about Battle Royale. Now, Battle Royale, if you've heard the rumors, yes, there are no more exclusive players as flawless. It's now going to be a stub voucher for 50K stubs. And they're going to monitor that and adjust it as needed. So it might go up later in the year if people are complaining about it. And it's not like, oh no, those flawless players are out of the game. They're just moved to like different areas. So it's not like we're getting less players. It's just now you're getting stubs just so you can buy whoever you want. That's basically their mindset with it. Which does it take a lot from BR? Kind of. But also, you can still get whatever players you want. You can just choose now, I guess. Am I less inclined to play BR? A little bit. I'm not going to lie. But there's still some worth in there, I guess. In terms of drafts, the first round is like the big card, as always. And then the second and third rounds are going to be curated this year. So they're going to change them up. So second round to start is going to be World Baseball Classic cards. And third round is going to be Jolt Series cards. So you're going to be able to use all those guys that you would want to use in the beginning. That's cool. I like that. Can I get a 10K voucher for not going flawless? Probably not. You probably just get that 87 plus player. And then ranked. So player items are now back at 700. They were not in the game last year, I believe. Now they are, and this is what they are. 89 Eddie Rosario and 89 Logan Webb. And they went into Rosario. This is what he looks like. Mid-80s contact with mid-80s clutch. Good power. Solid Eddie Rosario card, especially if you like his swing like I typically do. And then Logan Webb struggles against lefties. These pitching splits is such a dope addition. I love them this year. But classic Logan Webb pitch mix. 80s on the hit per 9 and K per 9 versus right. 92 control. Good stamina. I like this guy a lot. I think he's going to really play. I don't know if I'll choose him or Rosario. We'll kind of see where the team's at the time. 10 win couldn't even be 88 plus. What is the difference between 88 and 87? Feel like we're nitpicking a little bit there. I'm not gonna lie. And then World Series players are back. As you saw there, they showed Kershaw. Waiting for them to actually do it. There we go. 90 overall Clayton Kershaw and 90 overall Geraldo Perdomo are your World Series rewards at 800 yet again. Kershaw, this is what he looks like. That fastball gets up to 94, so it's good that we'll actually have a little bit of velo on Kershaw, unlike in real life. Hit per 9s are great versus both sides. K per 9, definitely better versus left. Good pitching clutch, good control, good stamina. He'll play for sure. $88 is the rarity increase point. Got you. Okay. And then this is what Perdomo looks like. Switch hitter with 109 contact versus left off rip, 88 versus right. Good vision, great clutch, solid power, good fielder. You put like the power mod on him and he's going to be insane. Big fan of Geraldo Perdomo. And then the 1000 rating plus rewards are back. These are the gold ones. Different card art. This was like a shimmer effect, so it's an animated card art now. Big fan of these. Probably won't ever get them. I'll be honest. I probably won't even get them. We speak Japanese. Facts. We do be yapping. We are making a yap right now. We are performing a Yappington. I feel like the power creep is a few weeks ahead compared to last year. To be fair, last year in the beginning felt very slow. And somebody said this on Twitter the other day, or today, I believe. Forgot who it was, but that this one kind of matches 21 a little bit, which everybody loves 21. So if that's the case, there you go. Some things to talk about here. They did mention quirks are now on all flashbacks and are associated with the year the flashback is from. So in the past, we would have like a flashback of like a current player. They wouldn't have quirks. Quirks are a big deal. So this is actually a huge change that people are not talking about enough. Weekend Classic is back on April 10th, Friday, April 10th, which, stay tuned, might be a significant date here on the channel. They showed Weekend Classic rewards. They are very similar to what they used to be. In fact, basically exactly the same. There will be 2 exclusive Weekend Classic players again. The Weekend Classic packs. Ballin' is a habit, new card art, or pack art, if you care about that, I suppose. A lot of switch hitters already from the jump, but that's okay because... Wait, so you can sell those? Doesn't say you can't. Sell what? Oh, the gold? You can't sell those gold card arts. No. Switch hitters are not a big deal this year. Yes, there's a lot of them, but they aren't going to be overpowered because, one, pitcher splits. There are a lot of pitchers out there that have reverse splits. So, like, say it's a right-handed pitcher that are better against lefty hitters. So that makes switch hitters a little less viable than they used to be. And also, now the PCI does not shrink on sliders like they used to. So if you had a right-handed hitter versus a right-handed pitcher and they threw that outside slider, it was basically impossible to hit. That's not going to be a thing anymore. So switch hitters are not necessary anymore, which I am a big fan of because for whatever reason, I am better like right on right, for example. So I'm going to have a lot of right-handed hitters in my lineup, most likely. I like going opposite field with those sliders. For whatever reason, it's just what I'm good at. That was pretty much it for rank, though. And then they went into the multiplayer program. And apparently, these are the most cards that they've ever had in a multiplayer program. This thing is juicy. And it starts with an 85 overall Ketel Marte off rip. Now, what I like here is he is not overpowered. He is still Ketel Marte, so he will still be good. But he is not crazy overpowered. Better versus left for sure. He'll play 7 quirks. Like, he's going to be great. It's a Ketel Marte everybody can use if you don't want to get the live series because it's going to be super expensive. This is good. This is very good in my opinion. And then you keep going. There's another one of those gold packs from the event program. And then this is Rydell Martinez, who you get at 25K. Right-handed closer with really, really good hit per nines, good clutch. He's got a fastball up to 98 with a cutter, splitter, slider. I see him similar to like a Rob Dibble with a splitter. That's kind of where I'm at right now. So W, I'm a big fan of that. And what I've noticed throughout this is there's going to be a lot of really good relievers in this. And then you keep going, and then there's a deluxe choice pack for World Baseball Classic. And some of these cards are nuts. Roman Anthony, Mike King. I mean, Roman Anthony's going to be sick. There's also an 89 Carlos Santana, Andres Munoz, Junior Caminero. Kensuke Kondo is back. Does not have catcher this year, though. Corner infield and all outfield. Moncada, Wilyer Abreu, Tyler O'Neill, Michael Garcia, Josh Naylor, O'Neill Cruz, Wilson Contreras, Luis Severino, Luis Arias, Kyle Teal, Jose Quintana, Jose Caballero, Helio Ramos, Aaron Nola, Vinny Pasquantino. And it's a choice pack, and you get a few of those, which is W. You can use WBC cards for TA. Yes, so for example, Aaron Nola WBC card. His stats and all that count towards the Phillies team affinity. So if they are tied to a major league team, they will count towards team affinity progress. W. And then they go, the next reward at 35K is 87 overall Xander Bogaerts. Very good fielder, very good contact. The power, like put a power mod on him, he'll be a very, very solid shortstop. I bet he can play second base a little bit too. The speed's even not that bad. Fan of Xander, very solid card, I would say. Then you get packs, stubs, bat skin, another one of those choice packs. And then there's an 88 Willie Castro. Now, Willie Castro, god-awful fielder. And that's going to matter this year. Like, these reaction ratings, they're going to make this a big deal. But switch hitter, good swing, going to mash lefties with good clutch. He'll play, but probably won't play the field for me. I'll say that. And then as we keep going, there's a Ballin, there's 20k XP, and then there's Okamoto, 88 overall, can play both corner infield spots and left field. 5 quirks. Contact is solid. Power is quite good. And he is a okay fielder. He'll be able to play all those positions okay. Then you get another one of those choice packs, and then you see no card art here. Apparently, they are pumping out the card art as they go. So, like, Nolan McLean is what this card is. He just pitched, so they're updating the card art to something from when he just pitched, literally last night. See, reverse splits, great example here. Very good versus left-handed hitters. Not as good versus right-handed. Even though he's a sinker baller, which is quite interesting. The sweeper is going to play for sure. The curveball is going to play for sure. Nolan McLean will definitely be solid. And then after him, you get another Ballin, some more stubs, and then Ceddanne Rafaela. This card is going to be like my Lawler from last year, from you guys that watched the earlier videos. Contact versus right is good. Contact versus left, not so much, but vision clutch. Power is 66 and 80, but 99 fielding with amazing reactions, 90 speed, 99 arm. I'm going to put like a primary contact, secondary power mod on him, and he is going to be godlike for quite a while. This is my new Lawler in center field, except he can actually play center field. Then you get a Premier World Baseball Classic choice, so it's the same thing, but you get 3 of these guys, which is dope. And then at the end of the multiplayer program is Will Smith. This is going to be my catcher. I know you're going to look at the card and the hitting stats and be like, but Will Smith has an insane swing. He has 8 quirks. Mods are going to make him play up a little bit. Solid fielder. Big fan. Big fan. Kondo stats interest me. Did they show them? They did. So Kensuke Kondo also in that choice pack. These stats are very interesting. 99, 95 contact, 72, 66 power with good clutch, good vision. Put a little power mod on him. He is going to play big time. Yeah, I'm not playing now. Game's not out yet. And then they showed Chase Pack as well, which is Julio Rodriguez, 91 overall. I'm not going to lie. If I get him, I am selling him and still using Rafaela. Because I think he's just a juiced up Rafaela a little bit. And if he's a chase card, he's going to go for subs. So realistically, if you're a Julio fan, there you go. If you are indifferent like me, I'm keeping Rafaela. Is there still fielder debuffs when they use their secondary? I'm sure there is. But obviously it's less than if you go out of position completely. Okay, and then they talked about some other things. So the multiplayer program progression. You know, last year how it was in steps and they kind of capped you for a certain amount of time. No more. They're not going to throttle your progression anymore. If you play a ton of multiplayer off rip, you can finish it like within the first weekend if you like really put your heart out to it. Repeatable multi-program mission for event win. So you will get 3,000 points in the multiplayer program for every event win. Repeatable. So that's why I said the event program goes into that a little bit. For BR stuff, you'll get up to 40,000 points for different things. And then also there's single game missions now. So they aren't going to do this for everything. And they're also going to monitor how much they should do it and all that. But these are like big game missions. So this first one, 10 hits in a single game, and you'll get 10,000 XP. And then as you scroll down, you can see you got to complete the previous ones before they actually show what the next one is, which I think is cool. It's like a progression thing. They won't put it in everything. They said only where it makes sense, and they're looking for feedback / trying new things. They're making a point of saying like, hey, we want feedback on this. And we're just trying new things. I like the fact that they are trying new things. That is good. There's over 130 World Baseball Classic cards at launch. BR is now a place to earn stubs, but that doesn't mean less cards. They're just moving those cards around. Basically what I talked about already. Now, Team Affinity was next. So similar screen here, similar UI. There's 2 programs for each team now, as you can see on the right. So the top one is like the main one, and then they separated that like super, super long stuff that they do for, you know, packs and stubs and, you know, exclusive stuff like that, just to show off you're a fan, right? They separated that. So no more like, hey, I'm done with Team Affinity, but it's only saying 30% done. I hated that as somebody that, I don't think I'm OCD, but I feel like I show tendencies at times, and I hated that. So this year, there will be 60 total cards. Diamonds. 60 total diamonds from Team Affinity to start. There's a pitcher and a hitter for each team. And they are captains, Jolt Series. But then they also have 2 golds as well. So they showed off the Angels first. So you can see here, gold Don Baylor is one of the golds. Similar Team Affinity structure. And then starting pitcher Nolan Ryan as a gold will be the second gold. And then as they keep going here, Jared Weaver is back. He is the Diamond Jolt Series. That is also a captain. Reverse splits on the per 9, another example. And then the hitter is going to be Wally Joyner. Also, if you care about uniforms and stuff, if you grind just a little bit, you'll have your choice at any of the throwback uniforms, which is dope. And then Wally Joyner. This guy looks sick. I'm not going to lie. I was not a Wally Joyner knower. But left-handed bat with really good context, visions, and clutches. Solid power versus right. You throw like a power mod on him or a fielding mod on him or whatever. Solid card, man. I'm not going to lie. And he's a captain as well. So these theme teams are going to go crazy. If like you're a fan of the Angels, for example, you get Joyner and Weaver on the team, set them both as captains. And then you can also parallel mod all these cards. If you play with just your team, you're going to have a nasty theme team that'll actually compete against meta squads. Now, they also said each of these is only going to take like 2 to 3 hours to complete. So it's not like last year where it took forever and it was a horrible grind last year. It was one of the things that honestly turned me off from the game. This year, it's much shorter. It's only like 2 to 3 hours per. And then that number 1 fan is totally optional. It's similar to last year. But it's like, I almost saw it like MLB The Show 17 vibes where they had like the legacy reward stuff where you just kind of do it passively. Now it's its own program that is showing it's more passive than last year when it was all in one and it was kind of annoying to look at. Then they showed off some new legends as well. For example, they go to the Brewers. Here are some of the missions actually. It's similar to last year. Same stuff. And then the number 1 fan thing, it's the same thing as last year, and it's just passive grind essentially, PXP. Then they went to the Royals. Carter Jensen is a gold. Brady Singer is a gold. Jeff Suppan is the pitcher legend. So new legend, Jeff Suppan. And then Mike Moustakas is back. The moose is loose. Very, very good card. He is going to have a great swing like he always does. Big fan of that. Other cards they showed. Fred McGriff is back. The 88 Matt Carpenter has great clutch. And Goose Gossage is in shorts. You guys got to see that. Here's Fred McGriff, by the way. Yeah, typical Fred McGriff, can only hit righties. There's Matt Carpenter. Matt Carpenter, insane swing. If you guys didn't play back in the day, insane swing, and he has 109 clutch. This guy is going to be nuts. Nationals guys, you got Andre Dawson and Pedro Martinez. You guys can pause if you want to keep going there. On the A's, you have Vida Blue and Jason Giambi. White Sox, Lou Bob and Sale are the golds. Harold Baines is the diamond hitter, and this Goose Gossage card is absurd. Look at the card art. The man is wearing shorts. Apparently, the White Sox wore shorts one game, and they got the card art for Goose Gossage wearing shorts. Also, insane pitcher. And that's what I'm saying. You're going to find this a lot. A lot of these bullpen guys in Team Affinity are going to be very, very nice. Team Affinity is going to be very worth grinding for. So they also said 250 total non-live series cards on launch. He's also wearing like a polo. Yeah, facts. It's kind of sick. I'm not going to lie. Kind of sick. And then they showed off Yankees as well. Bernie Williams and Clay Holmes as the golds. Andy Pettit as a pitcher. And then Derek Jeter is a hitter. Throw a power mod on Derek Jeter. He's going to play, dude. They showed off a lot more than I expected. Dodgers, Dave Roberts. Way better than I expected. I thought Dave Roberts was going to be an absolute shitter. Good contacts with amazing speed. He'll play. And then Roki Sasaki, a reliever, is also here. Then the Dodgers Diamonds, Gil Hodges, and Eric Gagne. Gagne. We call him Gagne around here. Gagne, he's going to play. And then Mariners, Bryce Miller, Kyle Seager, Cliff Lee, and Mike Cameron. And I got to show Cliff Lee here. Reverse splits. He can't get a lefty out as a left-handed pitcher. But damn, he's good versus right, which is another example why switch hitters aren't going to be crazy this year. Phillies, Robin Roberts, the pitcher, Ryan Howard, the hitter, Steve Carlton, the diamond pitcher, and Chase Utley, the diamond hitter. And then they're going into programs. And the first thing I got to say, the new UI is amazing. I love this UI. Programs overview, it's just clean. You can click on them from there. Recently progressed, dude. So you can just find all the ones that you're currently working on. So good. Big fan. And it's just under the progress tab on the main part of Diamond Dynasty. Big fan of the UIs. And the first Cornerstone card this year will be Travis Hapner. And it's not like last year where you get like a lower version. You got to specifically use that one. This is a much easier grind. Seabrev was on the stream. So, you know, real Diamond Dynasty grinder that they ended up hiring. There's only going to be, he was talking about this a lot. There's only going to be one Cornerstone per XP path this year. But it's going to be super easy to get. This is going to be like the first thing you do when an XP path drops and you get a diamond off rip for it. That's literally the point of these, is just to give you a start. And they're going to be super easy to grind. 5 moments and 2 super easy missions that any players can progress on to get it, plus 20,000 XP. Basically a starter for each new XP path, and you get a good solid card with it. So that's going to be our Cornerstone for the first one. And I think they might have showed the attributes. They did. So yeah, solid card. He's going to bang versus righties with 8 quirks. Big fan of that. And then there's one more player program. And that player program is Bill Mazeroski. I believe we get to see that. So this is the screen. Bill Mazeroski. The show community remembers because he did pass away recently. So it's just going to be a super easy 1 moment, 1 mission thing to get this Bill Mazeroski, who's actually a very solid card. RIP. Great fielder. Very good contacts with amazing vision. Bill might actually play in the beginning of the year. Now, Spotlight will be back. That's all they really said about this. Spotlight will be back, and then the My Legacies are all back. A couple points on the new Legacy stuff. New uniforms for a lot of them. They adjusted them with last year's player data. So they looked at all the data from last year, saw like, oh, some of these were really hard to get, like the innings pitch. They adjusted. So there's less innings pitch needed, for example. So W them for looking at that. And then they kind of spent the rest of the stream looking at that. New UI within the programs. This is what it looks like. So it'll kind of progress at the top as you can see it. Or these are collections. So this is the collection for the My Legacy. So this is the new collection screen. I think I'm a fan of this. It looked a little weird at first, but I like how you see at the top where you are rather than last year. You couldn't really see that with the collections. So I'm a fan of that. And then a couple more things that they ended with. They teased that there's going to be a program for each pool of the WBC. So 4 World Baseball Classic programs at launch. 1 for Pool A, Pool B, Pool C, and Pool D. Tomorrow's live content stream before the game, which we will be putting out a video for that tomorrow night. World Baseball Classic, other programs, XP Path, and collections. And then at the end, they decided to show off the captains, the Jolt series for every team. The ones I'm blocking, I will show real quick without my cam. Chili Davis, Chase Headley. And then you can pause and take a look here. They didn't really go into attributes. And then the pitching captains are these. And I know that Justin Morneau is shown for the Twins for all of them. Juan Marichal and Yu Darvish are the ones I'm blocking. I don't know who the Twins pitcher is going to be. It's not going to be Justin Morneau as a dual position guy. It's just not going to happen. Jake Arrieta, Cubs fan, though. That's me. But that is everything from today. If you guys have any questions, please put them in the comments. If I'll try to answer them tonight as I'm going. Or just come check out the marathon stream. We will be live and here. Guys, that's all I got, though. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel. We'll be putting out a ton of videos this year. And enjoy release if I don't see you soon. Have a good one. W. Yappington. Did I cover everything? Do you guys here in the live chat have any questions? Fluent in Japanese? That's what we do. That is what we do, baby. You doing good, Kep? Good to see you, man. All right, get that to dime real quick. We're gonna hit piss missiles and get away from Madden. Madden the Gathering is hilarious. I've never heard that, actually. That's actually fucking funny. Oh, dime, that was so much talking. That video is, it's like a 30-minute file. I bet it's 25 minutes. Actually, there's a lot of me thanking raids in the beginning. Maybe not. Look out for that. Oh, man. So many questions. Oh, really, Justin? Really? Can't we use Roman Anthony? Dude, the Roman Anthony card's gonna fuck. Can't wait to hit bombs with Hafner. Yeah, we're gonna get Hafner like off rip. But seems to be solid. There's a lot, Dime. I understand why there's 2 live content streams. We know season 1 players yet for Diamond Dynasty. We'll find that out tomorrow. If you're, I'm assuming you're talking about like the actual XP path guys. We'll find that out tomorrow. How do you think the Durant card will be? Not much pop. And not a good fielder. A lot of contact and a lot of speed. Any new custom jersey stuff? They haven't addressed that, if there is. Okay, okay. AJ, I see you. Hoping mini season reward is good. Last year's CC reward was eh. Well, there's gonna be a mini season for WBC is what we know about right now. We'll have decent pop. Yeah, but we got to remember it's gonna be an 87. So they got to take away something to balance, unless it's gonna be like 90s contact and like 70s power. Yeah, the Tokyo Dome seems like the ball flies there. Feels like the ball flies at the Tokyo Dome. Diamond Quest was not shown today, no. This might be the greatest content at drop. I think I'm going to agree, Cap. I think I'm going to agree. But a lot of you guys that haven't been playing this as long as us, when they say this is the most content they've ever had on drop, I don't think they're exaggerating at all, actually. They usually show everything in one live content stream. And they required 2 this year, and I'm kind of seeing why now, because they showed a lot. They showed a fuck ton today, and it still isn't even like everything. I don't think so, Doug. Technically Friday, Jackson. WBC content can be live with early access. Yes. In fact, the WBC of Moonshot event, I think, is only during early access. Agreed, Dime. Wasn't anywhere this good last time we had WBC, and people were eating it up. Absolutely eating it up, too. And it's so much more this time. Yes, Goshi. He's higher up, but he was on the dev tournament stream yesterday. Hanging out. What do I think about everything? Are we talking exclusively Diamond Dynasty here? I'm going to ask that before I answer. Yes. My excitement level today is higher than it was previously. Much higher. After seeing this and knowing that's not even everything. I think these last few years, Diamond Dynasty just hasn't hit for me. And I like last year, I didn't even feel the excitement. And Scan was saying earlier it was because last year's the hype for Diamond Dynasty was carried by the fact that sets and seasons were gone. So I knew that the hype for the game was from them taking away something. And so I didn't really get super hyped. This year I'm more hyped because it's them adding things and adding quality of life. So I think I'm a fan. I think the pitchers per nines being split between righties and lefties is a huge adjustment that's going to affect switch hitting metas. Them taking away the PCI shrinking on sliders is huge. It's going to be a lot of fun to hit. The content seems to be A1 to start. There's not a lot, like the BR not having exclusive cards kind of takes away my incentive to play it, but also if you need stubs and you're good at the game, you'll be able to complete collections pretty fast just playing BR. So there's that. They brought back events being worth playing, which I am a fan of. Overall, I'm feeling pretty good, I would say, which I haven't been able to say in a while. Yeah, Cap, exactly. AJ, I don't know if you watched my franchise video, but you should for that stuff. I really hope they don't abuse chase packs like last year. Would we say they abused chase packs last year? Literally me, Cap. Literally me. Do you think that Tatis will be a collection reward? I don't know. So happy they reworked mini seasons. It was so tedious. Agreed. I would agree. I kind of felt like chase packs were kind of mid after like the very beginning. That was me, AJ. And roster editing should fix that. I think it'll greatly help it. Now, will we still have some weird trades? Probably. But also, I gotta preach. Once we start a franchise, as soon as you start it, it becomes its own universe. So like things that we think are realistic in real life change from there on out. Things could change. And we got to keep that in mind when we're playing franchise. The chase pack, Cattell, and Chipper were gross, but that was late in the year, and there were already cards that could compete with it. You know what I mean? I would say the Brian Reynolds was the last one I remember that was like, oh my God. You know? They leaned in the switch meta with them. Yeah, but I mean, there's a ton of switch hitters off rip now, but that's not going to be as big of a thing this year. You know what I mean? Potentially, AJ. I don't know. I never do that. Thoughts on Road to the Show? I don't have many. I'm not a Road to the Show guy, but I will say them doing like the custom game entry like they have for franchise makes me want to do a series for it this year. So look out for a Road to the Show series this year. I think I'm going to try one. See how it goes. If it's not performing well on YouTube, I'll probably drop it. But if Road to the Show is your guys' thing and you want to see me do that, look out for videos there. I think the first episode will be Monday, unless things change. So a little peek into my plans behind the scenes and all that. Way to show that tornado who's boss. Hell yeah, dude. I hit it with the rock gif. Yeah, I'm not worried about switch hitters anymore, man. In fact, I'm kind of excited because now I can use right on right. And like, dude, they're doing like great balancing things. You can use whatever side hitter you prefer, and it's not going to be like crazy OP. they're making theme teams so much more relevant due to 2 captain boosts, hitter and pitcher from TA. Also, parallel mods being a thing, so you can adjust each card. You can get in and min-max a theme team, and it can compete with a meta team in theory, which I think is dope. Any mention of Posey? No. I would like to refer to a scan tweet real quick. My thoughts on this list, it's someone talking about a legend. Oh, Serenity was talking about a legends list. He said, I wouldn't assume every legend listed in the college alums and Road the Show to be in the game, because no Buster Posey's here. So keep that in mind. But also, let's keep in mind, they dropped legends that we didn't know about late last year. For example, Scott Rowland. So it could just be a legend dropped later in the year for all we know. Which is dope, AJ. I'm a fan of that. Parallel mods make every card available and may shake up lineups greatly. Yep. Lineup composition isn't going to be a meta-based thing anymore, I don't think. Or it's going to be far less than it ever was. Herd exit velos are juiced this year, true? I wouldn't say that. I would say that the Tokyo Dome seems to play very well, though. Yeah, it's crazy. They said they're announcing a new legend tomorrow on stream. Yeah. No idea, AJ. I feel like the boss collection could be Posey. Who knows? Nobody knows, honestly. Can't find someone with the roster overalls uploaded yet because they haven't shown them. All right, any other questions? If not, I got to get off and get ready for tomorrow because the marathon stream begins and I have so much I need to do. They didn't talk about mini seasons today. We know what we knew before. Marathon stream on YouTube. Yeah, but it won't be 24/7 there because VODs can't do that. So if you want to be here for like everything, I would follow on Twitch. But when we start playing, I'll go live on YouTube each day. Cool. All right. Chat them out. I'm going to rate the 24/7 channel. Give it a follow. That's all I ask. Just give it a follow. I like to hang out in there and chat sometimes. And right now we're doing a Marlins franchise marathon until MLB comes out. And then it'll be all MLB The Show 26 content for whenever I'm not live. But guys, appreciate y'all. Have a great rest of your night. Look out for the video later if you want to know more about what happened today during the live content stream. We will be live tomorrow for the marathon stream. Tomorrow afternoon. All right? Appreciate all the follow, subs, bids, donos, the vibes, the hangs. Thank you so much for being here. Everybody that came in the raids, I appreciate y'all. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great rest of your night. Sleep a little bit. Don't be too hyped. All right. Follow the 24/7. I'll see you tomorrow. Love you. Bye.